Welcome to the treasure room.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Prepare for vault door opening.
Hello and welcome to the stream, everybody. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. Appreciate you hanging out. Now, of course, you're new to my stream. My name is Kismet. They call me the Gaming Tycoon. I played all these games you see scrolling behind me here. Welcome to my overseer's office. We're going to have some fun playing some Starfield. Been raring to get back to it. We've been working on our gigantic ships that we've been building. We bought 2 ships that are worth like 350,000 credits. We've been modifying. Now they're worth like 500,000 credits, so we want to definitely get in there and get that going. Of course, we've got Starfield ready to rock right over here, and of course, all of you right over here on Twitch hanging out. Now, I am streaming live to 5 different platforms, which is no small undertaking, everybody. 5 platforms live. I'm here on Twitch, as well as on YouTube, Kick, Facebook, and LiveSpace, which is a new streaming service as well. So doing all of those things at the same time. Of course, you can't help support the stream by going in and following me on those various different platforms. Of course, the more you guys go hit follow over there, the more cool stuff I get to do here on stream. Now, if you missed it earlier today, man, did I do a whole bunch of stuff while I was officially off work. Just because I'm not streaming doesn't mean I'm not working, everybody. I put in a lot of hours. I spent like 11 hours fixing my website. I made 1 page in 11 hours. It's pretty harsh. That's a high learning curve in there, everybody. But I did do it. That's the important part. I did do it, and I did learn how to do it and use the new style WordPress way of doing it versus the old style HTML style way of doing it. Turned out pretty good. I like it. It loads fast. That's what I like about it. And I'll be adding more stuff to it over time. Kismet.gg, of course. And then also, Happy New Year's to everybody. I hope you're having a great start to your new year. I'm getting my stuff going on in here, everybody. I got a lot of stuff going on in the new year. And one of those things is that I have partnered with G Portal for our mega servers. Can't wait to check those out later this week. Been working on it heavily on getting everything ready for Friday and then also for Saturday. Friday is going to be Eco, and then Saturday is going to be 7 Days to Die. I've increased the size of the map, so we have much bigger size to work with. We're going to be pretty much doing the same thing. We're going to be doing the Wasteland mod. I think we're going to go with Trader Jen. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what kind of map we get with the new Random World Generation. I haven't gone in and looked at the map because you start up with a blank page first. before you do it. Now, if you are going to join me for 7 Days to Die or for Eco, make sure that you pop onto the Discord. Dio had a fantastic idea to talk about what everyone's going to do before we get started, so it's easier when you're picking your perk points and things like that in the Wasteland mod, as well as it's easier when you're going to do Eco. You're kind of all on the same page, which is something I normally do. I normally go in and say, okay, what's it, after everybody kind of gets a gist of the game, what do you want to work on, what do you want to do, that kind of thing. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do it via Discord. So just go over there. You don't have to, give me a ton of info. Just, hey, Kismet, I feel like I want to work on the farming. I want to, I'm going to be working with shotguns or heavy weapons or knives or whatever. Whatever kind of role you want to do. Do you want to do meds? Do you want to do the cooking? Do you want to do whatever, scavenging, looting, whatever? Go ahead and put that in there and just try to put it all in one line so it's nice and easy, because I'm going to come back and I'm going to grab it and put it into a spreadsheet. I know, crazy, right? Kismet doing a spreadsheet. So I'm going to put it in a spreadsheet. So try to make it as easy as possible. Don't make it like a giant paragraph. Just make it, one line. That makes it nice and easy for me to go, okay, this is what everybody said they're doing. Everybody's on the same page. All right, awesome. And I'll make a post in there as well as I put it in the spreadsheet so I can track it while I'm on stream. Same thing in Eco. Feel free to go into Eco, give suggestions of what you might want to do and whatnot, and we'll get into all of that later in the week. But right now, we're going to be doing some Starfield, which is going to be fun. Let me get some hydration there. We're going to be doing some Starfield, so it's been a little while since I... oh, hey there, Power Armor Chris, what up? It's been a while since I've been playing some Starfield, and man, I really love the shipbuilding. I think the shipbuilding is really, really good. I was hoping they would have more updates by now. The updating in this game is super slow. For a game that just released, which also kind of tells you that it's pretty stable for a Bethesda release. Normally, they're shooting out patches like every couple weeks or so. Fairly stable. Now, they did say they were going to do patches every 6 weeks with Starfield starting in February, which is like a month away from now. See, what I'm doing is I'm kind of slow playing so that I'm waiting for updates and things to fix, some of the weird things that happen in game. Not happening fast enough. Obviously, you don't want to break the game, but you also don't want to have it be broken for people on their first playthrough, right? This is my first full playthrough. I have played a partial playthrough where I just went in the normal mode. It is way too easy. I was like, let's go to the hardest mode. And so that's what I did, and I'm still crushing it, as I always do. There we go. What, Chris? What happened, man? Something awesome for the new year, I hope? Let me know. I'm also, by the way, you guys can't see it. He's on YouTube over there. I'm talking to him over there. Speaking of talking to peeps, let's say hello to the chat while he's writing that response. Unforgiven, first person I see in the chat today with tons of emotes getting it going on. Let's see, Rotisserie G coming in, saying hi. What up, Rotisserie G? Thanks for coming in, hanging out. Victor in the chat as well. What up, Victor? Thanks for bringing that Kismet love train. Wasn't that fun to go raiding again, everybody? Man, I missed that too. I get so tired at the end, everybody. I try to bring all of my energy. That's why I rest before the stream, because I try to bring all my energy and try to entertain y'all while we're playing. And it does take a lot out of you. It sure does. Unforgiven, bringing those ones. Oh, I forgot to say, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat, everybody. Brando coming in as well, getting that dancing on. Man, I didn't have even time to finish those emotes. I was working on those guides. Still haven't got them done yet. Man, I'm a busy guy, but again, there's only one me, everybody. I gotta do all the server setup. I gotta do all the business stuff. I gotta do all of the technical stuff. I gotta do the networking. I gotta do the upgrades. I gotta do the emotes. I gotta do... you get the idea. I'm a one-man show over here doing all my thing. What up, Power Armor Chris? Thanks for coming in and hanging out. Foggy in the chat as well. What up, Foggy? Oh, thanks for that 16 months there, Brandon. We're gonna play that again when we get into the other stream. What do we got? Oh, you got Fallout New Vegas and 3 with some Creation Club items on Fallout 4. You mean you made the items, or you got them as in you purchased them? I don't understand. You went and bought Fallout New Vegas and 3, and then you bought some creation items on Fallout 4. You purchased it. Oh, okay, you purchased it. I see. I see. Oh, man. Oh, those are good ones, man. If you're going to play any Fallout, those are the ones that are to play. But also very cool to do in Fallout 4 as well. I'm actually going to keep some of the mods that we added, like unlimited building and fast travel, things like that we did in our mega run, our very last one where we did the Tower of Hope, which turned out amazing. We still got some more people to add to that, by the way. Last minute donators. We're going to do that on next Sunday and Monday. I do stream every single night, everybody, every single night. For the foreseeable future, and then maybe one day I'll take Fridays off or something. And I stream as much as I can. Remember, my schedule is more of a guideline than a hard, fast rule. I do have some pretty severe and bad medical conditions. It's like a constant suffering every day, all day. So I just do the best I can do, everybody. I just get up, do as much as I can, and that's as much as I can do. And you know that I put every ounce of effort into it, so there you go. Oh, you're doing the purified water strat. Oh, look at you. We got a Wasteland Tycoon in the chat. There you go. That's how you do it. You're going to be rich. You're going to be obscenely rich in-game like me. I'm obscenely rich in Starfield. I made $1 million by my level 14. I think I could have done it by 5. Maybe in the next playthrough. We'll see. But you know what I feel like doing? I feel like playing some Starfield. Let's go do it. All right, now watch this, everybody. Boom! Instantly in the game. And again, you're going to find a link pop up from time to time. Everybody, I want you to come join me and move your servers over to G-Portal. They are now my server partner, and they are exceptionally good, everybody. Man, they are on point. They've been helping me so much get my servers set up for my crew. I greatly appreciate them. They're like right on top of it. But I love people who are on top of their job, right? You're very rare you see that anymore. People are always giving excuses for this, that, or the other reason. Well, this is why that just doesn't work, and this is why this, and it always ends up like they start blaming you why their stuff doesn't work, right? I like the G-Portal just says, hey, Kismet, we're going to get you working. We're going to get you going. And that's it. No BS, no nothing else. Get it going. Hey, Boss Hog, thank you for the biddies making Norbert dance over there. Whoa, Dr. J coming in. Whoa, what a start. What a start. Thanks for the biddies, Boss Hog. Thank you, Dr. J, for that 38 months of sub love. See, I do tiny little emotes and tiny little alerts, everybody. Those are for babies. Those are baby alerts. Kismet does full screen. I'm the first one to do it. Full screen animated emotes. Yes, I did do that animation. You're welcome. Let's not forget Brando right here with 16 months of sub love. Also coming in tonight, showing some love. Unforgiven, getting that Polypop reward on. I thought I changed that to make it rain. I think it changed itself back again. I keep changing that thing, but it keeps changing itself back. And I've tried to delete it several times, and it just like reappears itself. Hold on, let me see if it's still in there. Yeah, I changed it to make it rain, and it switched itself back again. That thing is possessed, man. That sucker is possessed. But whatever. Whatever. You're also going to notice everybody, that I did take out a lot of the other things. We're kind of stopping that stuff right now. My computer does not have the power to do all of the stuff that we're doing simultaneously and also do stream renders and all of that stuff. I'm going to take a break from that stuff, see how it goes. And we may or may not bring that stuff back. We still do words on stream. That's always fun when I'm AFK. Also, the return of the Kismet Stealth Boy back as well. So, again, I had a chance to work on just hundreds of things, everybody. I spent, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 hours working on it all. A lot of hours. While everybody else was sleeping, I was working on tons of stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy all of that. So let's make it rain. Boom, right there. For that Polypop reward. There we go. We're going to get the first person in, and then we'll reject the second one. Stretch, I just started. I'm going to reject that one. I just started. Don't need to stretch, but I will keep that in mind for maybe later. Okay, so here we are at the Mega Base, everybody. The first thing I love to see, everybody, is when I just glance up there, and it's just got so much resources backlogged up there. Those are large boxes in the outpost. That is making me so much cash right there. It's like 50 grand every time I come through here. up to like 100,000 credits every few days in game, everybody. It's just pretty incredible. Pretty incredible. So on average, we could just come back every so often, or actually it's less than a few days. Every so often we come back, we're making like 100, 200 grand just by letting it run automatically. It's just doing it automatically. It's going, as you see, we got the ships coming in and out. They're delivering resources, it's manufacturing the resources, and it's putting it in these boxes and various storages that I have around here. Look, there goes one. And whatnot. And this is my primary base. And you're like, well, kid, it's not on like a beautiful, planet or whatever. I was like, hey, I don't care about whether it looks good. I care about whether it's functional, right? This is my aluminum base. This is my first place and where I started. And so aluminum plus iron equals adaptive frames, which is what you use for your storage boxes, right? So, always function before form, I find in the early game, what I call a basic build. Then you work your way up to what I call a super build, which is where I'm at right now, where it's just generating you cash, just like Power Armor Chris was mentioning. I would start with something very simple, start doing some purified water like in Fallout 4. In this case, I started doing aluminum and iron. Now, one of the things that I love to do, everybody, is create my own spreadsheets of stuff I do. I'm hardcore, everybody. I'm all in. I don't mess around. So you're in the stream of the Gaming Tycoon for a reason. So one of the things that I typically will do is I will assess which, watch this cool little slide over, everybody. Ready? I've been working on this too. Whee! Oh, wrong button. Whee! There we are. Now I'm over here. As you can see, everybody, I have gone through and found the basic components that you need for building your base, for extractors, for storages, for making where your ship can land at your base, and all of those things. These are the basics that you need to get going and finding them and then making outposts for them. Of course, you can start with 8 outposts. As you can see, my 8 different outposts here. My first one is aluminum and helium. Second one, copper, then iron and water, nickel, cobalt, tungsten, dysprosium, lead. Dysprosium is great just on its own, everybody. You can just collect that and just sell that alone. It's worth 8 credits each, and you have 1,000 of it. Guess what? You got 8,000 in your pocket. And then beryllium, silver, and titanium. Now, titanium used for, of course, the storages for manufactured goods. So that's when I started off. And by level 14, I was already making $1 million in the game. Now, I forget how much I'm at now. I'm kind of slowed down on getting cash because I don't really need that much. But let's see, what are we at? We're at nearly 4 million credits. I am level 31. I think I could have done even better. That's the way I am, everybody. When I start playing a game, I'm like, next time I bet I could do that start better. Because the start is what it's all about. If you have a really good start in a game, you're styling. Now, you might see this ship right here. This ship right here is called the Narwhal. I actually own 2 Narwhals, everybody. They're 350 grand. In there, $350,000 bills. Now, this one right here is our battle version of the ship. You can see it's got giant rocket launchers. I just love the scale of this game, everybody. Look, this is my character. And that's the size of that gun. Too cool. So you can buy the Narwhal, one of the most expensive ships in the game that I've seen so far. No spoilers. Remember, no backseat gaming, everybody. Remember, right over here on the side, tell me nothing. That's right. I want to learn it as we go along in the game. Now, I have one version that's purely a cargo version. That's because the cargo in this game is rough. Now, they did mention that they're going to add the ability for you to change the settings later on, where you can modify the settings. You can make the game harder. You can make it like a survival mode where you have a lot of penalties for going on different planets and things of that nature. I think they should just come out with a survival mode as opposed to letting you tweak all the settings. I think that would be a smarter idea, but hey, whatever. Whatever, everybody. I hope they just fix the darn thing whenever I go into this mode and it does that little circle thing. I haven't seen it in a while, so they might have fixed it. I doubt it. But it goes into like this circle thing where it's like blocked or something, and I can't make anything, so I have to save, and then I have to log out, and I have to reload. Just simple stuff like that can really cut your momentum or cut your immersion in the game, for sure. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and switch out the actual battleship here, the Narwhal. And then we're going to go ahead, which I have renamed to the Dragon. And then here's the narwhal as a cargo ship, everybody. This is worth $500,000 bills, or 500,000 credits right there. I'm going to set that as my home ship. Now, it's not pretty, it's not fancy, it's not fancy schmancy, but there it is right there. I think the shipbuilding is the genius of the game so far. The outpost building, I think the problem is you don't have foundations, so you can't put it down flat. You don't have ability to, organize and align all your stuff really well. Their default rotation is terrible. You can actually turn down the rotation speed in the preferences and stuff. It's pretty rough as well. 3 guesses who just moved to Seymour. Seymour? I don't know, not me. I'll just take one. It was you. It was you. There we go. What up, Dr. J? Again, thanks for coming and hanging out. Drinking coffee with 6 pounds of sugar. Wow, okay. I've eaten more sugar than any one person should in their lifetime. Okay, if I mostly talk about Fallout because I like Fallout. Hey, you talk about whatever you want. It's not limited to whatever game I'm playing. You talk about what you want to talk about. As long as it's PG-13 and it's not offensive or disrespectful. Basically, just follow the chat rules. All right, I don't have to be in the corner anymore over here. Let me slide myself back out of here again. Whee! Now, this is my outpost in here, everybody, and I keep all my loot in here. And I might notice I have the sound off. One of the things that Bethesda does not get when you are playing games. I'm going to keep on bumping my green screen over here. One of the things that they do not get that sometimes their stuff becomes annoying. Great example is in Fallout 4 when you put your generators down. They used to be so loud and obnoxious. I would put them all the way on the other side of Sanctuary and then all my stuff on this side, and I'd run the power away from them so you didn't have to listen to them. And there's actually a mod that turns down the sound. When someone makes a mod to turn down the sound, you know that you done something wrong, or at least you didn't give us the option to turn that stuff down. Over here is the same thing. With these things coming and going all the time, it can become very annoying to be in this particular area. So typically when I'm playing or when I'm doing stuff and I want to talk to you guys so I don't feel like I have to talk over the coming and going of the ships, you'll see that I have the sound off. Now in here we have our basics. We have our various different crafting stations. And then I have a bunch of stuff saved over here. Now, one of the other things that I think they should fix is the fact that the military crates and the actual storages should be accessible while you're crafting. The irony is that you can use these things. Oh, if I can go, I got to look away. You can use these storages that are here in your outposts, and it will automatically pull from those when you're doing crafting, but not the ones that you can actually put inside your base. Which is stupid. Again, they could have just called me. I would have told them, everybody. I think that's dumb. You should have the ability to just basically be able to craft from this. Great examples when you put all your foods in there. You put your banana and you put your orange and potatoes or whatever else into that box. Then you can just go over here and craft, right? No. You have to go in there and take all that stuff out. You have to craft like it's 1993. And then put that stuff back in the box. Ridiculous. And I can't even put that stuff in one of them storages. It doesn't let me do it. So there's no storage in which I could use to actually do crafting with other than the outpost stuff that you're doing, like you're building buildings and extractors and things like that. That does work. Like, great example, if you have solid items like iron and aluminum and so on and so forth, you can stack them back here in containers like I'm doing, right? I'm stacking thousands, tens of thousands of resources right here in the back. So that I can use it for building and for crafting, right? So I've got all of that in there. Then manufactured goods, I've got them all in here in the warehouse storages. And then down below, you can see a lot less of the liquid storage and then gas storage. And this only purpose is just to hold my stuff. And it has no other purpose other than to hold that stuff and then also work for manufacturing. You can see these red lines. These are links. So it's linking from the boxes. You can see they're all coming down toward this part over here where I have some manufacturing going. This one over here is making me nuclear fuel rods. That's for using larger in power. This one's molecular sieve. I think that is. This is illuminite drilling rigs for the larger extractors. And this over here is Rothsite magnets, also used in the larger manufacturing. Now, I'm going to tell you something that's going to blow your mind as somebody who is a big builder. I love building. I love the outpost idea and whatnot. But you don't need to do any of this, everybody. You don't need to do, I'm just doing it to test it. You don't need to upgrade your outpost at all. In fact, you're probably better off not doing it. You're probably better off time-wise and effort-wise. You're going to make just as much the cash as I'm making here with the higher-end items with the lower-end items. Because there's not that big of a jump between a small storage, a medium storage, and a large storage. Small storage, say it's 50. Then the medium storage is 100, and then the large storage is 150. So there's a difference of 50, everybody. I don't think they've ever played a building game before, because what it does is it scales up massively as you go through the different tiers. So if you're in your first level tier, well, you're going to say, okay, I'll suffer with 50, it should be more like 500, but I'll suffer with a low amount so that when I get to the higher amount, I'll have a lot more room for all my stuff. No, it's only double instead of being more like 5 times or 10 times. And then the highest in one, the large one, should be absolutely massive. They should be holding, each one of these large things right here should be holding 5,000 or 10,000. Should be like 10 times the size of the other storages. Now, again, they said they're going to give us the ability to change some of the settings. I don't know if those are going to be some of the settings we can change, but that would be the first thing I would do. The first thing I would do is I would change that to 10,000. I would change the medium one to 5,000, and then I'd change the small one to 1,000. Because that's more realistic to what the amount of resources you would use and the amount of resources that you're processing at any given time. I would also add foundations. I can't believe that no one thought of that. Not one person thought, hey, we're building a little part where you do building. Maybe they'd probably want to put it on a flat surface so they can align everything and make everything work together. Again, that's another one that stunned me, that they didn't think of that. I mean, even if you're in real life, if you're going to build a base on Mars, you'd want it all to be able to snap together and work together, right? So you got this, and it goes around in a circle, and then you have all the different biomes in there. You got one for, like, say, cooking, and one's for growing plants, and one's for, like, the sleeping arrangements, all that stuff. All that stuff should snap together and align to each other on the same plane of existence. Where this stuff does not, especially like stuff like this stuff snapping at the same level, this stuff working together, being able to control the height of things. And there's some of that in there, but honestly, I would not even bother upgrading your outposts. I just did it to see what would happen. I would not upgrade them at all. I would stay at the basic level of outposts. Because those are precious points that I used in outposting when I could have used them in shipbuilding instead. That, I feel like, is way more useful. So that's the interior over here. You see I've got a bed over here. Remember, if you do go in the bed, you don't have to stay that long. Just 1 hour is enough. Doc Nodder coming in, showing some love, bringing that Kismet love train. 39 months of sub love. Thanks for the follow as well, Hazardous. I appreciate that. Oh, and Blair and Fire with the massive 76. What a great number. 76 months of sub love. That's as long as you can be subbed, everybody. That's a long time. That's some serious love in the chat. Now, this is an interactive stream, everybody. I want you guys to go in there, and I want to show you lots of love. I see lots of love in the chat right over there. Let's see. You should change his handle to build them tall and wide. Yeah, build vertically would be a good one. What's PC build? Yeah, it's down in the panel, as well as normally it is on my website. But I went and redid it because the program that I used before called Muse, I've been a graphic designer for 30 years, is defunct. It's dead. Adobe killed it. So I can't change my website. So I had to create it from scratch, in what's known as a WordPress site, right? That's the new way of doing it. And this was 11 hours for this one page, everybody. It was such a nightmare. I had to go in and figure out how to get the server to reset and remove everything from before, and then how to get it lined up and everything connecting. It wasn't working. I called tech support. You get the idea. You just imagine that, but for 11 hours. And then I got it up and running. But you're going to see some sections up here, and I'm already working on them. They're just not live yet. sections that show off my setup. You can even see my, what I call the command center, my 7 monitors, what computers I have running, all of that kind of stuff. Actually, I think it's in the background too. I don't think you can see it when I'm in Starfield, because Starfield takes over the whole screen. But I do also have the background of my thing. But you can find it down in the panels. Down below my stream, right down here. And this is a big boy. This is a big boy machine. Yeah, there we go. It's got a link there, but again, I pulled the studio specs out of there. Normally, I have it on kismet.gg. I'll put it all up there eventually. But yeah, it's got a 4090. It's got all the bells and whistles. See, I don't even do the techie thing anymore. I've been in computers ever since they began. Everybody, like me and computers were born around the same time, and so I don't even do the specky stuff anymore. You go check it out. It's a really nice machine. It's a very nice. I ain't messing around, if you know what I mean. I always try to buy what I call a medium level machine, but this time I just bought the high end, and then hopefully this machine lasts me a good 10 years like my last machine did. I bought it from Origin PC, who do incredibly great jobs, incredible great builds on PCs as well. So there we go. There you go. You're not getting the notices. Ah, AMZ, what a bummer. What a bummer. Well, it's good to see you, Dio. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. Show Dio some love in the chat, everybody. But yeah, you can find it right down there, and eventually you'll see that updated information in the website. But you can look real close, and it tells you all the little specs of my stuff. As well as you can also go onto my Discord as well. Let's see. Where would that be on the Discord? FAQ? Man, it's probably announcements. Probably announcements is where I put it. Let's go back and see. Look at all this fun we had last year, everybody. Holy mackerel. So much fun. Oh, we might play this, everybody. We might play a little Medieval Dynasty on Sunday at 3. So it's going to be a bonus stream if I do it. We'll see how I feel. Where? It's got to be in here somewhere. Man, do we do a lot of stuff. Look at these new emotes. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's right there under announcements. It's from September 26th. There you go. There you go. Again, you can find a lot of things on my Discord, including a tons of game deals, sometimes free codes, free games, massive discounts on games, 30%, 80% off right there. Over there as well, you can go ahead and go to discord.gg/Kismet. Right over there. I'll find that button here somewhere. There you go. You can go ahead and follow that link right there. That'll get you there. That'll get you there. So feel free to go in there, check it out. Make sure to read the rules right here. Click this green check mark right there at the very bottom. It's right behind me here. Click that green check mark, and you're good to go. Okay, so again, everybody, one of the cool things you can do in here is you can sleep for 1 hour, and what it will do is you don't have to sleep for 6 hours like you do in Fallout, whatnot. But 1 hour is going to get you that well rested, so you're getting bonus XP. And it's not like I'm trying to go that fast. I'm just taking my time. I always take my time on my first playthrough. And we're doing a mega playthrough where we're going to go and we're going to do a bunch of the quests, and we're going to do side quests, and we're going to do things to the umph degree. Like my ship here has 62,000 cargo weight, everybody. Not kidding. Not kidding. Actually, it's more than 62,000. We'll see how I did that here in just a second. But first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab all the resources from that tower up there. And it's actually being fed right down here along my adaptive frames, which are over here, being produced. And so I'm just going to go ahead and start picking that stuff up. Now I can roll out, roll back in again, and just keep grabbing all the loots. And you can do this. Now, normally if you have 2 of them going in there and they're kind of balanced, you can go ahead and just grab it directly from the container. I suggest doing 2 at the same time, but you can see I have to roll off and then roll back, roll off and roll back as it goes. Now, when I run out of adaptive frames, eventually it's going to do my Tau grades. Now, my Tau grades is where I make my money. There we go. Now I can just keep hitting E. Usually, there we go. I can just keep hitting E, and what I'm doing is I'm grabbing it from those boxes over there. I got my boxes stacked vertically, and I'm just grabbing it from those, and I'm just going to keep on grabbing, and I'm putting it on my character's inventory. Now, why do I not just go into the interface and do it through the interface? Why don't I just do it by going to the boxes and grabbing it? Because the transfer container refreshes itself automatically, where boxes do not. If you go from one box to another, it doesn't automatically move it into the... If it's all chained together and I go to the middle box and I pull something out of there, it doesn't automatically move the stuff up. It only does that if you use the transfer container, whether you're taking it out or whether you're putting it in as well. Now, this transfer container is way too small, everybody. Look, it's holding 64 Tau grades. You know how many Tau grades I got over there? Thousands. And so I got to sit here and keep hitting E over and over and over and over and over. And if they give me the power over this is another thing I would turn up. I would turn this up to 10,000 easily. Easily turn that up. So I can just go in here, grab everything out of there, and then move on instead of sitting here getting carpal tunnel from hitting E 50 times. Or 100 times, or however many times it takes. For sure, for sure. But yeah, there's all my social media there, everybody. You can follow that link over there. There we go. So we cleaned it out. Now, if we look over there, we can see, oh, look, I'm totally overburdened too. You can see that all those little green lights have gone out. Now, also, if I go into my inventory, we can go ahead and take a look at how many resources we just picked up. Adaptive frames, 2,000. They're worth 1.6 each. And, of course, Tau grades, I just picked up 10,000 Tau grades, everybody. If you want to know how much that's worth, hey Siri, what's 10,312 times 13?
10,312 times 13 is 134,056.
So I just made 134,000 credits. No cheating, no shortcutting, no mods, no nothing. Been doing it since level 2. That's right, been making that big money, everybody, and that's why they call me the Gaming Tycoon. In fact, it says it right there at the top of the screen. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take that cash worth of stuff, and we're going to put it onto our ship. Now, our ship is way too small in the beginning, so what we can do is we can go in and we can say, okay, we're going to go into our ship first, and the way you do that, let me back out, is you go ahead and hit K. Oh, not K, there we go, wrong. What was it? Oh my God, I just did it, and then I forgot what it was. H. There we go. Wow, that was weird. I automatically did it without thinking what the command was. Okay, so H goes to your ship, then F to your cargo hold. Now you're in your ship's cargo hold. You can see right over here, and if I move myself back over here again, that it's got 62,560. It's the most modules you can actually put on a ship. It's the most you can do at any given time. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and transfer the stuff that I have on me, because I don't actually have to be in the ship. I don't have to go to the interface. I can do it kind of magically where my cargo peeps come out and come pick up the cargo from me, and they carry it and put it in the ship for me. Right? That's how I RP it in there anyway. So, all right, we're going to put that in there, and then 10,000 Tau grades. You can see that all went in there. In fact, I can just hit T, and it will just drop all of the thing in there. Now, I think they should have also done transfer all for notes, for aid, for miscellaneous especially. So you can just say, you know what, transfer all of that into the ship, or transfer all of that out of the box into my inventory or into my ship or whatever. Transfer all should be going on all of these, everybody, not just resources, but all these different ones, because you have a ton of stuff that you're just hitting E over and over and over and over. So hopefully they'll fix that up. Now, we go back to the ship, and we look at the ship, we can see how much it's using. It's only using half the cargo size. It's only using 30,000, so I could actually get 260,000 worth of Tau grades and put them on my ship and be good to go. Now, one of the first things I like to do when I log in, because it's one of my favorite things to do, is to flex my economic power by going in and grabbing those resources and then using them. By the way, that's only at one base, right? I have 8 outposts. So I could, in theory, go to all my other outposts and get, 10,000 iron and 10,000 aluminum and whatnot. I could get all that as well. But there's really one other base that I typically do, along with my what's known as my vendor run here. And that's right over here at my tungsten location. We're going to go ahead and bounce over there, and we're going to get our Diprosium. Now, there are certain vendors that only buy certain things. So one of those things is raw resources. So I come over here to my Diprosium, which is the real reason I'm over here. And I'm going to use that Diprosium to buy and sell some loot. So again, here we go, hitting E over and over again, because it only can hold 100 Diprosium in there. Ridiculous, everybody, ridiculous. But, again, they try stuff, and then hopefully they'll fix it over time. And again, H, F for cargo head, Q to go into my inventory, and I have 1,000 Diprosium, which is 3 or 8 each, so that's 8,000 credits worth of Diprosium there. Now, I didn't do much, everybody. All I did was went in and found these particular resources, and then I went in and set them up. And of course, I put one down first and extracted that one, and then I started to make it more and more connected. As you can see, we've got a whole bunch of stuff over here. which is extracting dysprosium. Now, this actually isn't that much dysprosium. Just a little bit over there. Over here, you can see I'm trying out all the wind power, which is actually pretty good. I actually like the solar power better because it's just easier. You get your certain resources and you're good. This is more dysprosium over here. As well as we've got a little bit of over here. A little bit of, I believe this is the lead here. Oh, this is a tungsten. So we're extracting some tungsten there. And then somewhere here, we've got a little bit of lead around here. Now, if you want to know where your stuff is, when you're in your build mode, you go into your extractors and you just choose dysprosium, and it will highlight where your dysprosium is. It's actually one of the easiest ways to find your stuff in your settlement. Same thing with the lead extraction. There it is, way in the back there. This has got a little bit of lead going there, and then of course this is all tungsten over here. You can see that I've really gone in and optimized them. You can see it's got this circle. This circle represents the distance it has to be from the other one, and I find that they typically need to be pretty far away. Like you can see the example of this one. And that one needs to be far away. Now, these are just the basic extractors. I'm not even using the highest end extractors. You got your certain base extractor. Then you have your commercial one. So you got your starter one, your commercial one, and then your industrial one. And your industrial one, you need, of course, your industrial resources. Now, you don't need to do any of that, everybody. You can see I'm not even doing the industrial stuff here. I'm just using the basics and didn't have to upgrade or anything, and could have done everything that I'm doing here from the beginning of the game, right from the beginning. When you step off, when you come to New Atlantis and you step off that ship, you can go straight to doing outposts straight away. And so that's what I did, level 2. Level 2 got to go. And again, having a big ship really does help a lot. Because you can pick up all this stuff from your various locations, and the transfer container is awesome because you can send all of your finished resources to that transfer container, and then it's easier for you to pick up. I can then just take all that, hit T, drop all that stuff into my ship, and now I don't have to carry it around. And then, of course, the next biggest advantage is the fact that I'm just happen to be really close to New Atlantis here, which is part of my vendor run. I'm going to go ahead and go to the New Atlantis spaceport. And we're going to do a quick run to get that dollar bills. Cargo peeps come out and find Kismet collapsed on the floor in front of a ship, unable to move due to being overburdened again by picking up 10,000 10 graduate. Oh, man, I picked up a lot more. I picked up, this game really doesn't have a weight limit. You can pick up as much as you want. It's just when you move is when you have the trouble. I've had, hundreds of thousands of resources on my character and just stood still in the outposts and it was building because I hadn't realized yet that I could just put it in boxes. That's way easier than carrying it back and forth all the time. All right, so we're going to go ahead and run into town. Now, the first thing I do is go to Jemison Mercantile and see the great-great-granddaughter of Trash Can Carla. Here she is. Doesn't she kind of look like Trash Can Carla? I think she has a little similarity. At least that's my RP for her, by the way. That's not an actual lore thing. Now, she has 5,000 credits up here in the corner, and I can go ahead and buy and sell her a bunch of stuff. Now, the first thing that I like to do, of course, is to worry about my ammo. So I'm going to get some more 7.7 there, as I like to call it. I'll also go in and look for 8 items. I'll actually sort by value because your most valuable things will come to the top, like your emergency kits and your med packs. Right over there. Very nice. And then I can go into resources. Now, because I have so much cash, I literally have almost 500,000 credits just on my character, not counting all the millions that I've already spent. I could go in and I could buy every single thing. And that's what I suggest you do in the early game, everybody, is you come in and you just buy everything. You just buy out all of the vendors and whatnot and just try to buy all that stuff out. And then you are good to go because that stuff is cheap. It's very, very cheap as well. Yes, it's the reflection of my green screen behind me. It's something that I'm still working on in Polypop because I moved my camera so I can do my whole slide right, slide left, and slide a little bit more left. My whole slide thing. I'll keep on working on it. I only have so much time in the day. Let's see. Let's keep on going. So you can buy out all that stuff. He's trying to distract me, everybody. Trying to distract me what I was talking about. Resources over here, so you could buy all these out and then allow you to build stuff at your settlements instead of going and finding all your chlorine and cobalt. Or cobalt's fairly easy. But carboxylic acids and biosuppressants, those are things you have to get from certain resources like plants, animals, things of that nature. Some of these are those. And you have different types of resources as well. It'd be nice to sort these by type too. Some are gases, some are solids, some are manufactured goods. It'd be nice to sort those by those as well. But the sort it gives you is value, weight, and name. Not a lot of sorting options there. It would have been nice to be able to sort it by type. So if you're looking for a gas type item, then you could see it. In fact, I'd like it to be actually say that what the heck it is, right? Over here would be great if it had it highlighted or put in a certain color, or even just down here at the bottom says it's a gas or it's a solid or it's a whatever, right? That would have been an amazing thing to put right there. But that's just me and my crazy thing. Like helium is a great example. That's a gas, obviously. And so it'd be nice to say, hey, this is a gas, right? Goes in your gas storage, and so on. But such is the way it goes. So now, if you notice, the vendor now went from 5,000 to 9,000. So I'm going to get 9,000 value worth of the trade I'm about to do. And that is from taking some of these items that I just got, like adaptive frames. That's worth 6,000 right there. I don't need all these adaptive frames. I got tons of them back in my base. So I'm going to sell those off to get started. I'm also going to sort it by value, which is going to bring the tau grades up further, so I don't have to scroll down as much. You can see my tau grades are right at the very top. They're the highest value item. Next in line is Diprosium. Now, actually, Diprosium, in terms of the amount of time it takes to get Diprosium, this is actually a better value at the beginning of the game. Because you can literally bring this in here, and you can see that's worth 8,696. And all I had to do is just let it extract it and whatnot. Now, of course, I don't want to do this because it only has 3,000 credits left. And I've done this many times where I just wasted tens of thousands of credits because I was just going too fast and not watching for that little alert over there. I think it should, more than doing that alert, I think another alert should come up on top of that alert that you got to say no. And then that would be a better alert. They do that in most games, but in this game, for some reason, no. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my tau grades here and do one of my favorite things. There it is, 134,000 is how much we have. We're just going to go ahead and dial in around 3,000 over here, 3,097. Right, yeah, let's go a little over. And there we go. So now, not only did I get the credits, but I got all of the resources that I purchased from the vendor as well. And if you notice, I keep the vendors off. One of the problems with Bethesda games, and this is in a lot of games, is that they're trying to create an atmosphere for the, make it feel alive and living and NPCs coming and going. But the problem is they're always talking all the time. And they're always talking when you're just walking by, right? Like, you're just walking by these guys. Look, they just start talking to you. You're not actually talking to them. They're just talking to you unsolicitedly. And they want to tell you the whole life story. And you're like, bro, I'm just trying to go to the vendor. And they do it every single time. And it can be repetitive for sure. But such is the way it goes. All right, so now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go in here. We're going to see if he's got any ammo that I need here. Again, we're at Trade Authority in the well. And I got some 40 cal, which I'm not really using. Right now, we're going to sort by value. Emergency kit. I think that's about it. Yep. And then 8 items. And then again, a bunch of resources. Now, I always look at the value of the resource, like Ross site here. That's actually worth a good amount. It's actually a 4-star item over here. And that allows me to make bigger engines and bigger batteries or nuclear fuel rods that I can use to make power. I think that's what it's for, if I remember correctly. So I look at the high value items and then I buy those because, again, it gives me more for my trade. Now, I actually am going to have more more value in my tau grades then they're going to have credits across all of these vendors, right? Because by the time I am done doing the vendor run, I've already made enough money to finish the rest of the vendors as well. Now, I could go in and start buying out all the vendors, but the biggest issue with buying out all the vendors is you don't have an easy way to store all that stuff. And it becomes very encumbered to build more storage boxes and put more stuff in the storage boxes, and then it's not easy to put the stuff in the storage boxes. There's a lot of process issues that I don't think they thought through on the scale in which I play. And then some of you play as well, right? To go in and make big outposts and do all of that stuff. I don't think they were thinking of it in that scale level. And this guy's got about 1350. Sometimes he has some good stuff in here. And again, I can sort it by value. Look at the things that are the highest value. Now, I'm not really going to get into that. I'm just going to go ahead, and since I'm here anyway, just go ahead and grab this guy's credits, because I am building up some cash to work further on my ship. Now, what I'm really waiting on is to get my highest level shipbuilding so that I can go in and just buy whatever I want for my ship. And so that's what I'm going to do. Now, another cool thing they did both in Fallout 76 and here in Starfield is the ability to just teleport out of here. I can just like, boom, if I'm not overburdened, I can just teleport out of there and I'm good. Good to go. I don't have to run all the way back out again, which I do sometimes anyway because I'm so used to running back and forth. Which is really, really fun. Very, very fun. What are the best resources to start outpost building? Fantastic question. How's this? Now, what if I went in and actually gave you a spreadsheet that you can go ahead and click on right over here? Let me find it. Boom. Right there, that you can go and see it, because it's literally right here in my spreadsheet that I created. I call it the Settlement Overseer, right here, and these are the ones, oh, it's called Outpost Resources. These are the ones you're looking for. I even have what planets they're on. That's right over here, you can see all the different planets that they're on and where I got them from. I do this quite often. There's actually a whole bunch of stuff in here. You got different outposts, you got notes about Starfield, you got the different vendors, build items, oh my god, issues, animals, mods, Starfield question, books, backgrounds, different traits and things of that nature. I don't look this stuff up on the internet, everybody. I do it live here on stream, which I really enjoy. I've been doing that since I started playing the game, which is really fun. Very, very fun. Another thing that I'm doing right now also is my skill order, what I chose as my primary traits. In this case, industrialist, which has actually come in handy many times so far in the game. And then what I chose at what level for what reason. And right now we're working on level 32, so ship design number 4. Now here in Starfield, you got to also do in conjunction with leveling your stuff up, you also have to do the things, right? You have to do your challenge, which I've already done. And so the next time I level up, boom, I'll be rank 4 in shipbuilding. Now, I would have went shipbuilding much earlier had I known that doing outpost upgrades was so useless because the upgrades aren't very much. And for a whole skill point, it's very much not worth it. I could have just kept with the smaller ones and just made more of those and then not had to use the more industrial strength stuff. Again, that's something I hope they reevaluate and really bring in Foundation, but not, or we'll just wait for the modders to do it. I'm sure someone's already got it, everybody. Whenever you think of something, you think, hey, man, I sure wish this was a mod or this was a thing. Oh, thank you, Dr. J. I'll get to that here in just a second. Thank you. Wow, we're at 10 retweets. Basically, someone modder have already thought of it and they've already made it. So again, anything that I mentioned, everybody, I already know. Oh, I forgot, I got powers now. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, I gotta watch out for that. I accidentally hit that in the middle of town and some people didn't like it. Yes, I forgot all about it. We got that right at the end last time. Okay, I'm all about the vendors, everybody. Let's go to the vendors. Again, make some more cash so we can pay for some of these upgrades. Some of these upgrades are like 80,000 credits. And this vendor grind is pretty tough too, because the vendor credits, like if I go in to see this lady, her vendor credit is like 5,000. Now, if you're trying to buy ship stuff that's worth 80,000, this is a big grind. And their sleep system is really slow, as opposed to Fallout 4 when you're forwarding time, it feels just right. But here when you're forwarding time, it feels really slow. So that's something else I would suggest that they work on. But again, I just run to the vendors. I buy the stuff that I'm looking for. I'm always stocking up on stuff. Again, resources here, I would sort of by value at this point. Control rods are great. I could use those. Supercool magnets. This right here, that's for making the industrial size extractors and so on. So I'm buying a little bit of that. But really what I want to do is I want to get her credits, right? I want to get her credits, stick them in my credit inventory. And then also get rid of these tau grades and whatnot. And again, one of my favorite things in any game is just to dial in the cache, right? Put it right where it needs to go. Always really like doing that. Just dialing straight in. Boom. Good to go. Whoa. I just bumped something over here. Everything just disappeared. That was scary. I bumped it. It was like hide all or something. I have a very involved stream, everybody. There we go. All right. All three of my monitors where I have all my stuff for my stream. My stream is so hardcore, everybody, that I have my OBS between two 27-inch monitors. So it's literally like 50 inches high with you guys in chat and all the activity feeds, all the 5 different platforms I'm on right now. Now, speaking of fun stuff, everybody, here is those 1,000 Kids Cats for hitting those first 5 retweets. And, of course, you guys hit 10, so I'm going to double up, give you 2,000. Fantastic job hitting that. Now, of course, remember, all the retweets did reset, so you can be the caps leader this year. Congrats to TDK for being our caps leader this year. Also, by the way, I did reset all the other stuff as well, I believe. All the all-time and all that other stuff, so you guys have a chance to be the top of all of that as well. Okay, so we got this person's credits. Now, again, so that was maybe 20,000. And that's not a lot. And, of course, I've got Andrea as my current companion. I've actually already done my other companions. They're pretty awesome. I really like Sam Coe. I think Sam Coe has a really great story so far. And I've already done, I think, all of the major ones. I do have some side peeps as well. I don't even know if those are companions. I can't get them to follow me. So I would imagine they're companions, but we'll see. Remember, tell me nothing. Tell me nothing. Now, again, when I'm doing my vendor run, because I've heard these same NPCs over and over and over again, I will literally just ignore them and mute the thing here. And then again, look at this. That's that drilling rig that we need. There we go. Fuel rods. Yep, we'll use those. And then all this other stuff, don't really need it. I just try to grab the highest end stuff that I know I need specifically, just so I'm getting a better value from every single trade that I do. And so we'll go over here on 9,569. Go a little bit over. Now, I make these people rich, everybody. I'm making these people millionaires from me grabbing all these resources and doing it. Now, of course, I'm picking up tons of resources. So now's a good time to go in and, if I'm starting to get overburdened, is to go in and put all of my resources that I have on me into my ship. Now, one of the problems, you have to be a certain distance from your ship to actually put it in there. So in this case, I'm going to have to run back. And because I'm overburdened, you can see my O2 going down. I can also use my jetpack as well. That sometimes does help, especially when you're not too overburdened. I find that even just jumping sometimes is helpful when you're not overburdened to keep your O2 levels up. So instead of doing all of that, what I'm going to do is just use the transport here, the subway or the trolley here, to take me back to the spaceport so I'm closer to my ship. Now, when I'm close to my ship, I can bring up my ship. I can hit F. I can hit Q. I can go to my resource. I hit T and just drop it all in there. GG's, we all good. Super easy peasy, right over there, for sure. For sure. Big time. Just checking my chat, see if anybody else does anything. I'm sure they use their knees when they're lifting that tau grade there, Rotisserie G. I'm sure they're using their knees for good lifting strategy. All right, so now I put all that stuff in my ship, no longer overburdened. Now, if I needed to sell like weapons or things of that nature, I would go to the various NPC that had to do with that. Like I would go to residential, go to the weapons NPC. But that's pretty much the NPCs that I do. I do the commercial NPCs. I do the trash cans cars, granddaughters I like to call, or Jemison Mercantile. And then I go down in the well and I sell it there. So that's stop number one. And again, those are just the amount of vendors that I can find. Then I pop over to Seoul here, into the Mars area, and then I go to Sidonia, and we do some basically the same thing. Oh, I forgot to check the ship entry area. I'll check it later. But when you first come in to an area, there's usually a kiosk here. And weirdly, that this kiosk does not reset as much as the actual internal ones, right? So this is 5,000 here. You can only sell to this particular vendor. So I'm going to sort by value. There we go. Tau grades. And again, just dial this in another 5 grand. I always try to get this out of the way at the start so I can build up that cash. So when I'm doing other things later on, I'll have that cash. And again, this can become super tedious because the vendors don't have a lot of cash. It does take a while to build it up. One of the things I do like in Fallout 4 is the fact that in the beginning, they have a lot less caps or less currency. And then later on, you can invest in them, and then they have a lot more. But it's still a grind to go through each and every vendor and sell stuff and buy and try to get their credits so you can use the credit. Because you have to have credits if you're going to change up your ship. So that's just a given. So you're going to have to do a bit of a credit grind. And I find like the Trade Authority, they're the ones typically who have a lot. They have like 10,000, 11,000 credits. You can see up there in the corner. Plus they have resources in which you can buy that help you in the long run. And again, I'm just going to speed up. I hope you guys don't mind. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the chat. Nuclear fill rod, rod sight. Anything below Tau grade, I typically don't buy anymore, but typically the stuff up here at the top is good stuff. And then I will just go ahead and sell. And again, we're going to start getting faster and faster and faster at this. And eventually you can do this like, you know, turn your brain off and just go and get it done. And just make a ton of cash. Now, I don't like to forward time. I go and do it at the beginning, typically of a playthrough session. And then I will just let it run while I'm busy doing other things. And after a while, you get this down to an absolute science of what you're trying to do, what you're trying to buy, all of that kind of stuff, and so on. Right there, and then over here, not Deprosium, Tau grades, there they are. You're like, well, Kismet, how did you find out that these were worth so much? Well, I literally made some, took it to the vendor, would see how much this is worth and how much that's worth, how much this is worth. So, oh, wait, these Tau grades, man, all you got to do is take beryllium and the other thing, copper, and put beryllium and copper together, and boom, you're making tons of cash. And because it's infinite, you can make an infinite amount of money. That's the thing. Without cheating, without shortcutting, without putting mods in there to give you infinite money or none of that glitching stuff. I don't like doing that. I like to use the actual in-game mechanics because I am a trader. I love to trade stuff. Also, in the lore of the game, you're what's known as a dusty. Someone who goes and, mines different planets and things of that nature. So that's basically what I'm doing. I'm mining planets and using the combined mining to make a product and then selling the product to the vendor. And I like that kind of that type of gameplay, for sure. Oh yeah, good stuff in there. We'll grab all that, and then now again, it'll be more worth my time to talk to this vendor and then get the loot from this vendor here. 2173. And I'm also stocking up just a little bit, not as much as I was before, but stocking up just a little bit on those higher end resources. And that's it. Those 3 vendors is typically all I do here on Mars. And then we are on to Cheyenne. We up here in the corner. We're going to go to Cheyenne over here to Aquila City. And again, I kind of wait. I try to do all the vendors at the same time so that by the time one of them comes back up again, when I see New Atlantis is back up, I know that pretty much all the other vendors have come up usually as well. What shirt are you wearing? My shirt. Set it and forget it. Vault 45 Dweller shirt, everybody. Normally I have them for sale down below the stream, but again, I'm redoing all that merch stuff as well. So again, sorry everybody if you wanted to get a shirt. Don't have it available right now, but I will get back around to it. I'm a busy guy, everybody. I do a lot of things. Remember, I'm the show here, everybody. I do all the stuff. This ain't, oops, I just sold my stuff. I hate it when I do that. I hate that when you do it the wrong way. Whew, luckily I got buyback. All right. What am I doing? Oh, this is the wrong thing. That's why it screwed me up. I'm just selling, not buying. The worst thing is not when you sell stuff. The worst thing is when you buy something that you didn't want to buy and it was worth like 10,000, and then you realize, oh God, I just screwed that up. And so what you want to do is go in and try to sell it again, but you can't because it's worth now 1,300 or 1,000. So say you bet it for 10,000. Guess what? It's only worth 1,000 now. If you accidentally bought it from the vendor, that you can't buy anything from that vendor. That vendor just a sell vendor. It throws me off every time. Then we're going to go over here to shepherds. Now, certain vendors are buy everything vendors, and certain vendors are buy only specific things. This guy's a buy everything vendor. So I'm going to go into ammo, and I'm going to buy his ammo. There we go. Now we're on buy. You got to watch up here. Now, I feel like it was way better in Fallout where you had the 2 separate windows. There's a mod for that, everybody, if you want to do that. I never play modded on my first playthrough. Typically, I'm about 6 playthroughs in before I go modded. Not kidding. Not kidding. I typically don't mod right away because then you don't get the feel of the original game and all of that. That's how I like to play. That's my thing. But hey, if you want to do it however you want to do it, your game, you play it however. More good stuff there. Yeah, let's just keep getting that stuff. We're going to be building some gigantic outposts after this, too. All right, so we get that done. Back to the narwhal. Back to the Tau grades. Sell more stuff. What do we at now? Almost 500,000 again. I think the highest I've been is like 800,000, I think, something in that neighborhood. 12, 38. And again, I just get close, and if it goes over, no big deal. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so we got that done, and now we got the shepherds. We could get some armor or ammo over there. I'm going to go around back here to the trade authority and talk with this vendor. Get it going on. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. Give us a minute. Appreciate you showing some love over there on Live Space. It is my second stream on Live Space. I've actually been streaming for 9 years. I'm a partner streamer on Twitch and on YouTube. I do a lot of awesome things here on stream, so settle in, have a good time. I appreciate you coming in, saying hello in the chat. Big time. Big time. Let's get some more loot here. And more aid items. Again, just try to get the value of my loot every single time. Again, should be worth your time to come in here and talk to the vendors. For sure. More raw site. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to get some of that too. And then sell some of this stuff. Here, 15 grand. 15,838. At least they put this back in the game. They actually took that out in Fallout 76, which is super annoying. Because you don't know how much you're selling the stuff worth. You have to actually figure out all the math, and then you sell it, and you try to figure out where it is. You keep going back and forth, for sure. Yes, you make all your weapons selling stuff thing. I have sold hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of weapons as well. The weapons vendors are pretty awesome. Like right here, you can see I've got Laredo firearms. I always kind of stop by here. Because they do have a good amount of ammo. But again, remember, they can only buy or sell certain items. Now, in my thing here, you can see I have different vendors. And each of those vendors I've marked whether you can sell to them everything, whether you can sell just aid items, where you can sell weapons and ammo, where their location is, how much credits they have on them. I know I go all in, everybody. Again, this is from my playthrough. I don't look this stuff up. I do it as I go along, and if I discover a new location, well, then I mark down all of the things like I would do if I was really there. That's how I play games. I play games as if I was really there. What would I have done? Well, I would have written down where I got what and how much things cost and whatnot over here. So this is a great place to come in here and sell stuff, as well as if you're looking for certain types of ammo, they have a certain type of ammo as well. But I don't need anything from them. I'm good. Now, there's really only 3 vendors that I use here in Aquila City, which, of course, is the Trade Authority, the entry one that you saw that's worth about 5,000, and then typically Shepherds, and that's for sell anything, right? Now, the other vendor that I typically will use is over here, And that's for raw resources. And again, they might have raw resources that I might need over here at Midtown Minerals. And some of those raw resources I can then take and turn into manufactured goods. So I go over here, I talk to the lady over here, get her loot. Now remember, because she is just selling raw resources like Almarite here, or however you say that, I'm going to bring what's the most valuable to the top and just basically buy like the top valued items above Deprosium. Now Deprosium, now she's got 3,000 credits. Now the only thing that I can sell to her, notice how it reduced my inventory down to just the basics, right? Some of the stuff that I bought, plus some of the basic items. Now if I go to my ship, you can see the same thing. It's reduced it down to only the items that you can sell to this particular vendor. Now, in my case, I'm extracting Deprosium, so I have plenty of cash, Deprosium, to sell to the vendor to get my credits back, as well as get all of her credits as well. So that's why I try to get all of that. And that's why I'm wearing my set it and forget it shirt, everybody. You set up stuff like your outpost, you set it, and then you'll forget it. Yeah, it's a custom shirt I had done for my stream. I call it the Vault Dweller shirt, or the Vault 45 shirt, where we set it and forget it. Also, the origin of the teleporter that you might see in Fallout 4, by the way. Yes, okay. Now, of course, we could also go into the ammo and weapons area and just buy ammo and whatnot. I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to hit up those vendors and go to the next vendor run. We're going to go down here to the bottom level. Over here, get it going on. Go to Neon. Core is where we're going. Oh, I forgot to take the stuff off my character. I totally forgot. Go to my ship, hit F, hit Q to inventory, resources, T, drop it in. And on my ship, you can see it's a gigantic cargo ship. Do not fly in outer space because it is just a big flying brick. It's not going to do too well against baddies. But that's okay, because that's not its purpose. Its purpose is to solely hold as much loot as possible, so I don't have to keep running back and forth and lugging that resources back and forth and back and forth. I can just put it in my ship, and then go to any vendor, sell it to the vendor, and GG's, I'm all good. I'm literally selling around 300,000, about 160,000 worth of stuff, but it's 30,000 weight worth of resources is what I have in my ship. All right, same thing over here. We're going to go to the Trade Authority and get this going. Right over here. Let's do some business. This guy's got a bad attitude. I just click buy him. All right, there we go. Ammo, more 7.7. Again, you see me buying that ammo. Stocking up. Buy it. There we go. Stocking up on some aid items. Emergency kits, trauma packs, and med packs. And then resources, sorting by value. Canvas oil, we're 274. Let's get that. Cork degenerated tissues, 188. Sounds good. This, comm relays, probably don't need to get those, but we'll get them anyway. And usually I get these all the way down until, yeah, you get down into like the 50s or 70s or whatnot. Because I don't need to get all of this stuff because I've already got a bunch of it. And again, managing the resources in this game is can be very time consuming. All right, down to about 1,300 Tau grades. Looking good, though. I think we have enough to get most of this back right there, looking good. We have also got some Deprosium that we can sell. Get the rest of these. 2124. There we go. And so we basically have made 130,000 credits, plus more, right? Because we just spent about 130,000 credits worth of Tau grades. And so we didn't necessarily get it in pure credits form. Our credits didn't go up by 130,000 because I also bought other items so I can get more value out of each vendor. Now, I could have just ignored buying stuff and went to every single vendor and just tried to get as many credits as I could to get the 130,000. Because there's more vendors I could go to just simply get their particular credits just by trading them the Tau grades and getting the credits directly. But I do like to get the value out of every single trade that I do. Now that we've done all of that, and again, I could keep going and doing all of that, but I just like to, you know, get a little bit of that out of the way. We've crossed over now into 500,000 credits again, and we're going to head back to Alpha Centauri. And then we're going to go ahead and head back to Kurtz. Over here, I'm getting texted. I'm getting texted. Funny thing about kids, everybody, they always want something right now, but if you ask them for anything, it's like never happens right now. My daughter needs some help there, but I'll take care of it after the stream. Hopefully, if I remember. We'll see. We'll see. You guys remind me before I go. Say, hey, don't forget that thing for your daughter. I have terrible memory, everybody, because I have really bad medical conditions. They're really, really bad ones. Constant vertigo, sleep apnea, and insomnia, which is pretty tough, which is why I'm streaming this late at night. I would just be laying in bed going, man, I sure wish I could sleep right now. Well, you know what I'm going to do instead? I'm going to get up and I'm going to stream, hang out with my crew. Hang out with my peeps. All right, so that's enough of that. Let's see, where we're going. We'll go back to Alpha Centauri. I got distracted. Alpha Centauri, Jemison. Right, no. Oh, back to our outpost. And this is my favorite part. We're going to aluminum. There we go. So I'm going back to my primary outpost. And again, I could put my outpost anywhere. I don't have to have it on this moon. I could have it on a nice, beautiful planet if I wanted to. But I'm more function than anything. And of course, we've been trying out the industrial extractors and massive stacks of loot you can see all over the place. Just tons and tons of loot. I find doing it vertically is much better than doing it horizontally like I was doing it before, where you're just taking up all the space with all the boxes. They stack very, very well vertically. In fact, that's as high as you can stack them. It's like 29 high over there. And as you can see, everybody, look at all the lights are lighting back up again up here, which means that it is actually collected a bunch more. So maybe it has 500 to 1,000. So, you know, 1,000 times 13, that's like 13 grand. It's already made me while I was busy selling the other stuff. And that is why I love passive income, both in real life and in game. Both of those are really good. Now, I've also got a bunch of resources that I did buy and put in my ship that I don't necessarily want to lug around. Look how just massive scale of the ships in this game, but they're pretty awesome. That I don't want to do it. So what I want to do is I want to put it in my storage back here so I can utilize it at my particular base. Great example is if I go in and say, oops, wrong button. If I go in and want to build something at my base, because I have stuff in all of these storages, you can see up there at the top that I have 18,000 aluminum, 12,000 copper, only 300 nickel, but I could always get more at my other base, which has tens of thousands of nickel over there. The same thing with beryllium. I have 11,000 beryllium. I have 5,000 tungsten and 14,000 iron and so on and so forth and so on. You can see just by me flipping between the different categories that I have thousands or tens of thousands of each of these resources, and I'm doing that because they're in these storages. Now, one of the things I do want to do is use these resources for building, right, for crafting. Now, you can see that these ones here at the bottom are at 100% because it's not smart enough to automatically move the loot up when I put it in there. Really annoying. But what I can do is I can go in and grab the resources from the narwhal here, which is my ship, and hit T, and it now drops it into this container and then is usable by me for crafting. Now, also, it's usable by my manufacturing as well, meaning that all my manufacturers will automatically look through the loot in these boxes and say, oh, wait, that's something that I can use for crafting. So, like in this case, I'm going to go ahead and grab all this other stuff first. Raw site, membrane, chain into membrane. Put all that stuff in there, and that's not a lie, everybody. Especially my medical conditions. And again, just try to put all these resources away in here. And grabbing it. Oops, grabbing it from the narwhal there. And again, you can see how little that holds, everybody. I got so much of that stuff that this stuff, even at this large container size, I feel like it's way too small. And I'm just going to put the tungsten in there. Dysprosium I don't necessarily need to put in there. But I'm just kind of jumping around looking for ones that are not full. And basically clearing out my inventory as best I can. Oh, this one over here. As well. All right, there we go. Now what I've done is I put all the solid items in the solid storage. Now over here we have the actual warehouse storage. So if I want to put stuff in here, you can see I've also got a bunch of control rods and things of that nature. I can put in there. Plus I have a bunch of stuff that I have for my various ships and whatnot. And so now I've put all of that into the warehouse in which it's going to grab it. And if it's something that it can use for crafting, it's going to automatically start to craft that stuff. I don't need to do it. And that actually is one of the coolest features of the game, is that it will automatically look through all the boxes. And if it's anything that it can use for that particular crafting, it'll pull it out of there and start using it right away. Again, that's, I feel like, one of its best features. We got some fluids there that we can throw in there. Again, those are all linked over there, so those will just go right to work. And then the same thing over here on our gas storage, any gases like helium. But that one's already full. Let's go over this way. Try this one. There we go. And so now, not only did I clear my inventory of a bunch of loot, you can see I'm 82 of 165 now, but I also cleared out my ship. So my ship is not massively overburdened. One of the things I think they also should have done was make the ship cargoes separate. What they did is they made them all the same. Now, remember, I have 62,000 resources right here, right? And then over here, you see that I had 30,000. So we just basically got rid of 30,000 weight worth of resources. We sold it to the vendor as well as we bought a bunch of resources and put it in there. And now it only has 764. It only has ship parts and dysprosium in the actual ship itself. And I have up to 62,000 that I can put on the ship. And again, remember, this ship, its sole purpose is to just be a cargo ship. I never take it into space. I just fast travel from place to place with it, doing the gaming tycoons work, everybody, which is make that big money. Make that big money. All right, there we go. So we got that done. Now, again, we have 500,000 credits just on my character. We have these ships that are worth 500,000. So we're reaching that higher end of it. Now, by the way, I've got 2 narwhals. One, I keep the Frontier like it is base just for fun. And then I have this one right here, which I got for free from my parents. Very nice of my parents to give that to me for free. It's not anywhere close to as nice as my ships, but there you go. Appreciate the thought anyway. Now this is the Dragon. The Dragon is the ship I am working on right now, where I'm going to be upgrading all the weapons and gear and redesigning it however I want with those upgraded mods and upgraded things in the long run. Originally, it's called the Narwhal, by the way, and you can see it's got rail weapons there. It's got a bunch of missiles and other weapons up here as well. Very, very cool ship, everybody. Very, very cool and very, very expensive, too. I always like to try to buy the most expensive things in any game as well. Now, of course, this still is my first playthrough, so remember, tell me nothing, everybody. Tell me nothing. There you go. Do you have to go get the stuff from your other outposts? Yes. No, I don't have to. I don't have to do it. Yeah, I don't have to do it. Now again, I'm not just starting the game, everybody. I am 373 hours in. You're like, Kismet, how could you possibly only be level 31 and be 330 hours in? Well, that's because I did a partial playthrough up to around level 16, and it was just way too easy in normal mode. Way too easy for me. So I just stopped. I did the same thing in Fallout 4. I got to like level 40. It was just too easy. And I went straight to the hardest mode, the survival mode. In this case, I went to very hard because that's the hardest mode it has. And I've been playing it very hard, so I'm playing through again. As well as past my previous playthrough now. I'm level 31 currently. Do I need to put anything in here? Let's see. Sometimes you get a bunch of aid items on you that are like, no, you get a bunch of teapots and tea things and whatnot. Yeah, we got a little, maybe something in here we can offload. All right, let's go inside and see what we can do. Let's see if we can get it going on over here as well. All right. Let's see. What do we want to do? Want to take our... what is this? This is miscellaneous? Oh, these are notes and miscellaneous. All right, notes. We'll go see if we can get any notes. Nope, I think we took all our notes off. These are all on. These are quest items. Miscellaneous items. Coffee mug. And some toilet paper. All right, we'll deal with that later. Resources. Oh, really? That's interesting. Those didn't go in there. Huh. Let's put the... Oh, I can't put in ship parts. Ship parts is filling up my inventory there. Where can we put it? Here, maybe. Got enough room in there? Yeah. All right. Put that in there and deal with it later. Let's see. Anything else? No, I think we're looking pretty good overall. What's the heaviest thing? I wish they had stack weight in this game. Right now, my reckless bombardment is my most valuable thing. We're at 92,000, which means it's really worth about 9,000. All of this, just take this and take one of the zeros off the end, everybody. Roughly, that's how much that thing is worth. It's really sad when you go to grab a big old ship and you're like, oh, wow, I made 120,000 credits because I captured this ship and I'm going to go sell it to the vendor. And then you go over there and it's worth like 1,200 or 12,000. And it costs you more to register the ship than to do anything else. So we've got massive amount of cargo stuff going. Coming and going over here, and then all my other 8 outposts as well. And I have actually unlocked more outposts. We're going to get back to that. Right now, we're mainly focusing on our ship building and getting to the point in which we can build out however we want with our ship, which is how I feel like I should have done it now that I know more about outposting. That I would have not put any points into outpost at all. I would have went shipbuilding first so that you have enough space, enough room to put all your stuff in your ship and then be able to transport it much easier, especially at the beginning of the game when you're just massively overburdened all the time, constantly. Okay, so we got that done. Now we're ready to move on. How long have we been going? Man, look at that. Hour and a half went by like that, everybody. Now, before my daughter goes to sleep here, I think she needs help with something, so I'm going to go ahead and take a break. But I'm going to bring up some fun for you guys to do. I'm going to go ahead and bring up some words on stream. So you guys, if you're in my Twitch chat, by the way, I'm streaming to 5 platforms at the same time. I'm on Twitch, on YouTube. I'm a Twitch and YouTube partner, by the way. Also on Kick and Facebook, and now a new one called LiveSpace. I'm on all of those platforms at the same time. I know I'm all next level up here, everybody. That's not an easy feat to do. If you guys want to go ahead and play along, the more I see you guys work together, the more I will shower you guys with some Kiz Caps. I literally give away thousands and thousands of dollars worth of free stuff every single year in the stream, thanks to my awesome sponsors, Bethesda Gear, and so many more. I appreciate them big time. Yes, and if you want to show some support across the different streams, watch this, Dr. J. Look what I learned to do. Watch this. If I do it with Stream Deck, watch what it does. It splits it into separate lines. Isn't that cool? How it splits it into separate lines? Sadly, you can't do that with the command. I would love it if my mods could do that with a command. But again, thank you, Dr. J, for watching the chat. Appreciate that. How are we doing on those retweets? We're at 11 right now. Looking good, looking good. I'll throw that in the chat for you guys to check out as well. Follow that link, hit the like button, hit the retweet button. It does help out the stream tremendously. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and start this up. I'm going to go figure out what the heck she needs, because she needs it like right now. And then I'm going to come back here in just a moment. We'll play some more Starfield and get going. So here we go. Right there. And watch this, everybody. The return of Kismet's Stealth Boy. Watch this. All right, I'm back, everybody. Bummer. Good try, though. Good try. I saw you guys in there. Wiss and Hazard was working together. All right, go ahead and give you guys a little bit of caps there for working together. We're going to get back to some Starfield. Nothing but Starfield. Hope you guys like the return of my little stealth boy thing. Very, very fun. As well. Okay, so we got that done. Now what we got to do is we got to level up a little bit so we can get one more level up. And again, everybody, I'm not going to go as late as I usually go today. I didn't get, oh, there we go. I didn't get much sleep earlier today. I was working on tons of stuff. So we're going to go for a bit, and then we're going to try to get at least something done here in Starfield. Then we're going to come back strong tomorrow. And get it going on. Let's see. Let's see. We're doing Jemison. Oh, I'm looking at what level I am. That's what I'm looking at. Let me back out of here. Let's go in here. I'm level 31, and I'm just barely into 31. Okay. Let's see. What's our missions here? We got some activities that we can do. We can talk with Barrett. We got a lot of people we got to talk with. We're going to like speak with all of these people. Location of ECS constant. Huh. Yeah, all the rest of these are literally talk with somebody. I just noticed that. That's funny. All right, let's look at some other missions and to go yap with some peeps. Apply for a job at Xenofresh Fisheries. See Franklin about an emergency. See if Ada Lovelace can decrypt. Oh, that was the one that wasn't working before. That was glitched out. Let's see if we can get to Franklin now. Let's see. We had a problem. We couldn't get to the planet because our ship didn't go far enough. And then we went to the planet and we were going to come back. And then it was glitched out where we couldn't get back. Share boys. Share boys. And Crucible. There we go. Turn our sound back on. Let's do this. Help me, Obi-Wan.
Intriguing. A rather large amount of security for such a small place.
True that. All right, let's see if we can talk with Franklin over here. Now, we have a problem. We need to talk. See this thing where he's looking sideways, everybody? You just zoom in with your scroll wheel and then zoom back out, and you're good. And then he's not looking sideways anymore. I just do all the workarounds. And for some reason, it won't let us go inside and talk because it won't let us inside. Inaccessible. And then if we go try to talk to her, she says to go talk to him. At least I think she said talk to him. Let's go talk to her.
Please, deadly trouble is brewing. Deal with it, and we can converse at length.
So it's got me like in a loop. There's like nothing I can do. So it says, see if Adelaide can decrypt the security override code. And this one says, see Franklin about an emergency. Now, I can't see Franklin because he's inside the thing. So, again, this quest is, like, bugged out, everybody. There's, like, nothing I can do because I can't get to him. And I don't know if he ever comes out of there. So, I wonder if I can see him. No, I can't see him through the door. Can't go in through the dome. No other ways to get in there because it's inaccessible. And there's an emergency that I have to deal with. And see, oh, that's that thing you can build at your outpost. It's like doesn't direct me as to what I should be doing. And this very much reminds me of Fallout 76. But some of those quests at the beginning of Fallout 76, the later quests are awesome. They did a great job on those. But you don't know what you're doing half of the time. It's like, okay, go do this thing. And then you're like, go over there, and then you log off for the day, you come back, you don't remember what the heck you were doing. You can't find your way back to where the quest is because it's not telling you the right spot, or you're glitched out like this. Now, see, this is one of the things they should have addressed. in a patch already. So that one I just can't do. So I thought maybe it'd fix it since we logged out, logged back in, but apparently not. Which one is it? Man, I always forget which one is the quest one. All right, well, that one we'll have to unclick and do something else. Faction, deep cover, deputized, back to the grind. While roaming the city, I heard an advertisement for Ryu Industries. I should find Ryu's kiosk nearby if I'd like to apply for a job. No. No, no, no. Now, I've already done the quest line with the main UC peeps, and actually, I'm a UC citizen now, and have my own penthouse. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. I guess we could keep going along the main storyline. Not that really many side quests that I have. Maybe we should go talk to a bunch of people. Or maybe we should talk to all the peoples. Man, I got more talking over here. More talking. Or this one. Yeah, more talking over here. Talk to all these people. Let's see. Investigate brownouts in the well. Let's go do that. Again, I'm just trying to do stuff that's going to get me XP. I could go just blast stuff, right? That's always a good one. But in this case, I also like to also forward the quest lines. And I like to do side quests as well in a mega playthrough like this one. Just taking my time, enjoying the journey. Let's go residential district.
If it were not for the lodge, I think I would avoid this city. It is all just too much.
Wait a minute. That's not where I'm going. Huh. It's weird. It told me to go here, but then it tells me to take the tram. Awesome. This is like the long way. I could have just went to the spaceport and then ran over. That's okay. We'll take its way and see what it says. And it says run this way by 45. Go over here. And then click this. Oh, we're going in the back way to the well. Oh, it's on the other side of the well as well. As part of the world gets reset up to 3 times. I haven't put anything in there. I keep buying all these different locations, but I don't put anything in them.
There are always about 1 million things to do. And I'm only one person. It's so overwhelming.
Louisa!
Hey! Oh, you're not Carl.
I've never been Carl.
Sorry. I shouldn't assume. Maybe you go by Carl. You're just not the Carl I was waiting for. We're supposed to be investigating a power drain down here. People have been reporting brownouts for a while, and Mass finally decided to follow up on it. I can't be in 2 places at once, and Carl isn't here, so I'm just trying to look inconspicuous.
You're doing a terrible job. I could assist you. Know why I'm helping with that. What exactly are you investigating? Who's Carl?
Co-worker of mine on this assignment with me. Clearly not taking it seriously. Not really surprising. Most folks are fine with ignoring what goes on down here.
What exactly are you investigating?
We're trying to isolate a power drain, which looks like it's the result of a large amount of power being rerouted through various subsystems. But it's kind of a 2-person job. Someone needs to find the junction boxes associated with those subsystems and power them down. The other person needs to monitor the system remotely. It's pretty simple, really, and relatively safe. Only a small chance of electrocution.
Only a small chance. Sure, I could assist you.
Well, since you're here and Carl isn't, and I really want to get this solved, I will take you up on that. What I need is very technical. I can talk you through it remotely. I'm gonna head to the monitoring station. The first box we're looking for is over near UC Surplus. You know, Antonio's place. I can contact you once you get there.
I know right where that's at. I'm on it, girl. I just gotta remember how I got there from this location.
Had a chance to catch up.
Not gonna lie, it's been pretty rough.
UC Surplus. Not it. You see surplus. You mean like
Nice
outside?
suit.
Thank you. Oh, I forgot this was here.
Hey, can you hear me? I think this is working. I only have a general view of things, but you should be near the first junction box. Look for it mounted on the wall. When you find it, open it up and flip the big switch.
There's a junction box. Oh, over here. Electrical panel, activate.
That's it. Great job. So that tripped the secondary breaker, and that goes to... Oh, wow, really? They wired it like that? Jeez, okay. Okay, got it. Next one is way down past Jake's, and maybe up a story or two? It's a bit of a hike. Sorry.
Nah, no worries. I forgot about this guy in here. What's he buying? So I think he's only weapons.
Personally, all this stuff is legit. Absolutely.
All right, what do you got? You got 2,300 things. You do have some ammo. What can I sell to you? Oh, he buys Deprosium. Oh, is he a buy all vendors? Man, I forgot he was even in here, everybody. See if I have him down. I must have him down. You see surplus. Yeah, right here. Oh, I can sell him anything. I could have been selling him stuff and making some cash on this guy. I totally forgot that guy was to sell everything. I forgot he was even there. So what do you got, guy?
Absolutely.
I think maybe this is the guy I bought the chain gun from. I can't remember. Right now, the best thing he's got is that calibrated weapon. I bought a chain gun, and then I got another chain gun as a drop, so I give my companion the chain gun. So we both have chain guns. And again, these vendors just usually have, like, you know, just random junk. It's not worth it most of the time. But I can sell him stuff. I have to remember that in the future. He doesn't have that much. It's probably why I skipped him, because he's only got 2,300. I'd rather go to, you know, the Trade Authority has 11,000. But a little extra there, I guess. Does he have
Take your
resources?
time.
Does he have resources? No. Yeah, he doesn't have that much stuff. Probably why I've been skipping him.
Watch your back out there.
Well, I certainly will. Okay, the other one they said was somewhere, which I've already forgotten. Let's see. Mission. Tap in the grid. Locate the junction box. I look at the junction box, turn them off. Okay, let's have our quest on so it'll actually aim us in the right direction. There we go.
I used to know someone who mined on Sidonia. Get this.
You think Deimos Star Yards would hire me? What am I saying?
Now's a good time to save. Saving.
All right, you should be near the next junction box. This section isn't used very much these days, so maybe a little harder to see. That's the one.
Boo!
You should be near the next junction box. And if those squatters never cleared out, I would suggest avoiding eye contact. It should be fine.
Don't eat chunks.
Another switch flipped, another lead to follow, and the lights in here just flickered too. The wiring is worse than I thought. I'm going to work on fixing that little issue while you find the next junction box. Looks like it's over near the Trade Authority. Okay, just find that and, maybe don't talk to anyone about it just yet.
It's cliche, but it's true. Everything has a price. And whatever it may be,
Above the Trade Authority. Love that boost pack. Man, I forgot this was up here. Oh, wow.
Okay, the final box I need you to deal with should be right around there. Unfortunately, I just realized you're in for a real tangle of cabling. Like 200 years of field attempts to rewire things. I tried to fix it 3 years back and was crying by the second day. Gave up on the third. Anyway, there should be a series of secondary breakers you need to deal with before you can access the junction box. I don't remember the order, but flip levers until all those circuits are powered down.
It's a puzzle. All right. That work? Oh, that worked. Just picked them randomly, everybody. I love it. I love it when I do that.
Wow, you got it.
Totally
Really
random.
well done. You saved me like a week of work. Why didn't you meet me at the monitoring station, near where we met?
I'm on it. Secure access. Oh, she's up there. Oh. There's my apartment right here in the well. Yeah, now every apartment I find, I just buy. So I've spent like $500,000, a bunch of different houses and apartments and things. Very fun. I gotta figure out how I get over to this lady, though. She's got stairs in the back there, over here.
I just don't like how Stroud Eklund owns everything. It's getting into too big to fail territory.
Well, you know what they say.
Great job out there.
Thank you.
Did I say thank you? Because thank you. There's no way I could have done that in a reasonable amount of time all by myself.
I wonder if I just made things worse. Instead of we both got to waste our time. As long as the money's good, I'll do what needs to be done. Well, happy to help.
Well, not everyone would be, and I appreciate it. Thanks to your help, I was able to trace the power drain. I know where it's coming from.
Uh-oh.
Unfortunately, the source is exactly where I was afraid it was. The Trade Authority. So, that's something that I'll need to deal with. That'll be fun. If you want to tag along, I certainly wouldn't complain. But if not, then this is where we part ways.
All right, well, let's go, girl. I got your back.
What's the name of that guy? The contact for the job? Beats me.
Escort quest alert. Escort quest. Escort quest. Escort quest.
I've got to see this through.
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk to you. Keep going. I hate that when you roll up on NPCs and they turn around and you're escorting them and then they stop and then they talk to you and you're like, ah, God, come on, hurry up. I feel like she's about to get shot. Got some good atmosphere in here, but I feel like the lighting, it just needs a lot of work. I mean, I'm on like the highest NPC you can get. Well, you probably get a higher one if you had 10 grand, but I got a really nice PC, so the fact that the lighting is still bad.
Okay, just making sure.
And they did fix the NPCs a bit. They're not as weird. It's that lady. Actually, that lady's a little bit better. There's one lady, she's like giving you the look, like this.
I feel like it gives me a deeper connection to this place.
Okay, I can do this.
You got this, girl. Go on. Do the thing. You're about to get shot. What?
So thanks to you, we've got evidence that the Trade Authority is behind the power drain being reported down here. I don't know if you ever dealt with the trade authority, but Zoe is intimidating. I have to go in there, but I really, really don't want to. You think you'd be willing to go with me? Just make sure this doesn't go badly?
I got your back, girl.
Thanks. That means a lot. I can do the talking, I think. Just be ready for, well, anything.
Oh boy. Time to save. See what happens. What's up, Dragon Wolf? Going good. You like that, Dr. J? That's my new command. It does the old zoom face. I used to have it a long time ago.
You're out there a lot, right? In space.
A visit from Mast. How delightful. You'll have to remind me of your name, dear.
Scum
I'm
of the
afraid I can't
galaxy.
keep track of
Robbing,
little worker
stealing,
drones.
killing.
I'm
Even
Luisa
the
Reyes.
Crimson Fleet don't
But you
trust
know
them.
that, because I've been in here 3 times.
Yes, of course you are. And what was it you were accusing me of with absolutely no evidence?
The power drain is coming from your building, Zoe. You and I both know it, and now I can prove it.
I'm sorry, what?
We traced the drain, checked the grid. It led us here. You can't talk your way out of this.
I'm going to ask you to wait here a moment. I'll be right back.
What you doing, Andrea? Oh, that was a power move. Hey, what up? What are you doing, Andrea? Get out of her way. She's trying to go somewhere. That was weird. That was like a power move
This was
thing.
pretty low on the list of things I wanted to do today.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, just be ready for anything. I don't know if she's going to come out of there with a gun or call in mercenaries or what.
I have several knives at the ready. We will be fine.
I don't want this to turn out violent if we can avoid it, okay?
Just relax. Everything's going to be fine. I won't fire the first shot, but I'll fire the last one. That's true. That is a true statement. Let's just assume things are going to get rough. You sure you're not overacting? Let's just relax. Everything's going to be fine.
Okay, you're probably right. Just need to breathe.
But just in case.
Well, Miss Reyes, I apologize for not taking this matter more seriously. I assure you I will eagerly assist in getting to the bottom of this.
No, you're not weaseling out of this. We got to the bottom of it. You are the bottom.
I appreciate your enthusiasm for your work, but I'd do a little more research before casting aspersions. Someone has indeed been using this location through which to route electrical power. It is not the Trade Authority. I've had my suspicions for a while, and have been keeping detailed notes, which I'm happy to share with you. For now, though, what do we do next?
Wait, what?
Oh, for heaven's sake. I presume you've been assisting Miss Reyes in tracking down this little problem. Well, clearly there's more work to be done. Why don't you continue the work you've been doing with an assurance that the Trade Authority will compensate you for your time? I'll coordinate things here with Miss Reyes. With Mast's access to the grid, we'll find out who did this soon enough. And why. Presumably, you're the one who's been doing the field work, so I believe you'll find there's another junction box out there in the well that needs your attention.
Okay, well, this is not how I saw this going. For the moment, let's assume this is all legitimate. I can sort out the details with Zoe. So why don't you go investigate the next junction box? Maybe Zoe really is telling the truth.
I feel like by the time I come back, you're going to be dead. She looks sketchy, girl. I'm telling you, sketchy. She's standing back there in the corner with her 1,000-yard stare. What the heck is she looking at? Looking at that plant over there. I wouldn't trust her. I wouldn't trust her. I'm getting that vibe.
I thought you were out there, you know, solving this.
All right, I'm on it. All right.
Kill for a cup of coffee right about now.
Go up this way and see where it takes us.
I just don't think we'll have a second date. I barely survived the first one.
It's not this way.
Hi, mister.
What's up? Go up there. Mm-hmm. Oh, jetpack fail.
Hey there. You should be getting close. Hello? Is this functional? I insist that you provide updates for any suspicious activity. Is that clear?
And Zoe's here too, if you hadn't guessed.
We've agreed to work together on this. Once you throw the switch, we can direct you to the next junction box.
Let's do it.
That's it, thanks. Let's just take a look here. Okay, you're going to want to head for box 45A. It should be near Apex Electronics. You can't possibly be serious. Are you looking at the same diagram I am? 47B is obviously the next one. It's on the same level. Zoe, I know how to read. Ignore her. Head for box 45A, okay? I appreciate that you've listened to reason. The junction box should be just nearby. We'll have this solved in short order.
No.
I'm feeling alright. Some more credits in my pocket would be nice though.
Oh no. Went to the wrong one. I don't want to do that one. I want to do the other one. Alright, now I gotta reload. I should have saved right after that. Alright, hold on. It automatically assumed that I wanted that one when I wanted to go the other one. Alright, let's go. Gotta do this dialogue
Everything
again.
good? We're here to help.
And that's why you save. I don't like it when it picks it for me. When I just happened to be that close, I went to look at it, and then it thought I wanted to do that one.
From Mast. How delightful. You'll have to remind me of your name, dear. I'm afraid I can't keep track of all you little worker drones.
That's so
I'm
rude.
Luisa Reyes. Well, you know that.
That's
because
so
I've
rude.
been here 3 times.
Yes, of course you are. And what was it you were accusing me of with absolutely no evidence?
The power drain is coming from your building, Zoe. You and I both know it, and now I can prove it.
I'm sorry, what?
We traced the drain, checked the grid. It led us here. You
This
can't
is not the
talk your way out
dialogue
of
you
this.
can skip, so I have to listen to it again.
Going to
I'll
ask
save
you
it
to
after
wait
this
here
time.
a moment. I'll be right back.
Talk with Luisa.
Okay, just...
I have several knives at the ready.
All
I
right,
don't
now I
want
can
this to
skip
turn out-
this with left click. Just relax. Everything's
Okay,
gonna be fine.
you're probably...
And then she'll be back.
Well, Miss Reyes, I apologize for not taking this matter more seriously. I assure you I will eagerly assist in getting to the bottom of this.
No, you're not weaseling out of this. We got to the bottom of it. You are the bottom.
I appreciate your enthusiasm for your work, but I do a little more research before
She's
casting
so condescending.
aspersions. Someone has indeed been using this location through which to route electrical power. It is not the Trade Authority. I've had my suspicions for a while, and have been keeping detailed notes, which I'm happy to share with you. For now, though, what do we do next?
Wait, what?
Oh, for heaven's sake. I presume you've been assisting Miss Reyes.
Okay,
Well,
see, when I'm
clearly
directly
the-
dialogue, I
Why
can
don't
just
you
left
conti-
click to skip
I'll
the
coordinate
dialogue.
things. Presumably, you...
Okay, well, this is not how I saw this going. For the moment, let's assume this is all legitimate. I can sort out the details with Zoe. So why don't you go investigate the next junction box?
All right, and let's save so we don't do that dialogue again. All right, here we go. Now we know we got to run way over here, huh? Get up there. Let's see how we get up there the normal way. So we'd have to go this way. Through here. That door is locked. go that way. Because we didn't have the boost pack. I know I've gotten up there before without the boost pack. There's a stairwell off to the side somewhere. Where was that stairwell? Yeah, what's going on in there? Well, good question.
I wish I lived on a spaceship.
Maybe one day.
Wow, that watch is super cool.
I know, isn't it? It is super cool. Oh, is it dead? Teach me not to charge it. Oh, it's dead. But yeah, there's my my Constellation watch, everybody. Got it sitting here on the desk. Very cool stuff. Okay, let's just do it the way we did it before.
Hey there. You should be getting close.
Hello? Is this functional? I insist that you provide updates for any suspicious activity. Is that clear?
And Zoe's here too, if you hadn't guessed. We've agreed to work together on this. Once you throw the switch, we can direct you to the next junction box. That's it, thanks. Let's just take a look here.
Save again.
Okay, you're going to want to head for box 45A. It should be near Apex Electronics.
You can't possibly be serious. Are you looking at the same diagram I am? 47B is obviously the next one. It's on the same level.
Zoe, I know how to read. Ignore her. Head for box 45A, okay?
I'm on it.
Thank you for trusting that a lifelong employee of MAST knows what she's talking about.
Oh, please.
I'm sure you can handle whatever challenge might be associated with reaching the box. You're doing great. And that was indeed the correct junction box. See that, Zoe?
Yes, fine. Let's move on.
Okay, just making sure you saw it. So, now things get interesting. I can't find the next spot on any of my current diagrams.
And I can begrudgingly confirm that she's reading them correctly. We've reached the conclusion that it must be somewhere on the surface, outside the well. Miss Reyes has suggested that this means it's somehow no longer her responsibility. I frankly don't care. I want to find this person.
And here's where I begrudgingly agree with Zoe. It's not technically my problem at this point, but I want to see where this trail leads. If you head topside, I'll pull the diagrams we'll need and contact you.
Sounds good. I'm on it. What's up, party people? I'm out of here. Back up to the tram station. See, that other lady, I don't know, she's sketchy. The trade authority lady, I don't trust that lady.
Miss Reyes is still collecting the necessary diagrams and blueprints to accurately assess the situation. Before she returns, I'm going to make you an offer. Whatever you find at the end of this path, you bring it to me first. I'll be certain that MAST gets what it needs. But I trade in valuable information. I suspect you're going to find some. I guarantee you the trade authority will pay well. Consider that as you head towards the residential district. We can't pinpoint the source yet, but it's somewhere over there.
Okay, she's doing sketchy things, everybody. Sketchy things like trying to buy me off. They ask you to do a lot of sketchy stuff in this game, everybody. It's like right from the very beginning. They're like, hey, go do this thing. Go do this bad thing. Go do that bad thing. Like, I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. A lot of sketchy stuff. All right, let's see if I can make it across. Whoa! Whoa! Yay for me. Zoom in, zoom out so you're not looking to the side. Man, the textures are awesome, though. Man, looks great in the light. Right here, the lighting looks great. But in some areas, like in the well or whatnot, the lighting is just terrible. Actually, the lighting is looking pretty good right here. But it's not like this all the time. Sometimes you go into an interior location, come to an exterior location, and the lighting's all messed up. Is it in here? Is it in CJ's or is it in the tower? It is probably in CJ's. Oh no, it's right outside.
Well, that's unexpected. Powering down that junction doesn't show any other connections.
Clearly, the source must be inside that residential tower.
Yeah, that would make sense. You know, I think I remember seeing a report about power problems on one of the upper floors. I bet it's related. See if you can get up there.
Of course I can. Of course I can. I hope it's gonna not be my place. All right, here I go, doing some B&E to start my career here. That's breaking and entering, by the way, for those that don't know what that is. You're gonna have some serious. Oh wow, I just guessed that. That was weird, everybody. I just guessed that it was in those two in the top corner. That's crazy. Let's see if I was right. Oh, this one, no. This one, no. This one's got to be like this. That's not even correct. Then you got to have the one with the two. This one. And so this one and this one. That was weird that I happened to guess the two that it wasn't on. All right, this one's got to be the internal one. So I'll go this way. And then this one is actually down here. There. Yes. Okay, so this is an external one.
I hope you can succeed at that before we are discovered.
Access the apartment. Wow, this place is trash. Find evidence. Save. Okay. We could steal their smoothie cream bottle. Can't go in there. Terra Brew to-go cup. I'm always looking for magazines because they're like permanent perk boost. It's like the #1 thing I'm looking for. I don't need all this stuff. There it is on that computer, but you know, while we're here, we might as well see what they got. You can find some hidden something. Glasses under there. We got some chunks. Little laundry basket. Big old wall. Kind of weird. He's just staring at the wall. Sitting there looking at the wall. Maybe it's like a shade that comes up and down. What it kind of looks like. It looks like a blind that goes up and down. Like a giant blind. Oh, she's gonna sit there. Okay, reminder. Record source, record something, record sonar, record receive. Oh, yeah, there's something going on there. All right, unauthorized computer. Program update, pause. Target, ATM transfeed, New Atlantis. Downloading to external device, deliver evidence. Receive message. Dodson, my guys got creative with the rewiring. You should have all the juice you need to run the program non-stop. So stop messaging me and get to work. I expect my cut soon. And keep the door locked. Last thing we need is someone poking around. Even if Galbank notices the missing funds, they won't have a way to trace it. They call it a malfunction and wipe the records like they always do. Money's all digital anyway. They can literally just make as much as they want. Newman, you're in trouble, brother. You're in some trouble. Yeah, the washer dryer. You'd think they would have combined those by now. They got a really cool washer and dryer combo they have now. Had I not already had a washer and dryer, I definitely would have got that combo thing. It's like where you put it in there and then it just washes it and then it dries it. So you don't have to put it in two separate machines. You don't have to take it out. It just does it all in one cycle. Which is pretty cool. I think it's by Philips that it came out with, or GE. I forget who it is. Very, very cool. I love things that like revolutionize that that particular industry. All right, we're gonna get back to Matt. Whoa, that was some serious, powerful jetpacking there, guy. Stop doing that side turn thing. Go for it. Taking a shortcut. Again, using your boost pack to help you get around, it's like your vehicle. Now, they said they were working on ways of traveling, but don't get your hopes up for like a new, you know, vehicle or something. Everybody, oh God, please don't tell me I'm stuck there. For a new vehicle or something like that, I seriously doubt that. I seriously doubt that they're going to add vehicles, because that's like a whole thing in itself. I think they're going to add new modes of travel, like new fast travels and things like that. I hope. Man, we haven't even got to the kiosks. We haven't got to all the quest system and all of that. We'll get to it eventually. Yeah, 11 retweets. Already gave out a bunch of love for it. We can get to 15. We'll be styling and profiling. All right. We're going to go talk to some peeps over this way. Over at the Trade Authority. Another good time for a save.
Seems like the Crimson Fleet is everywhere these days, spreading like a virus through the settled system.
Gotta wait for this dialogue.
They like to set up shop in old facilities, places abandoned in the colony war. That way, they can strike anywhere.
Yes, what?
Sorry, I was waiting for that guy to stop talking. I didn't talk to him.
You know you can't give Zoe anything, don't you? So you tracked it down. You've got something to show for it?
Sorry, the Trade Authority promised to pay for this. Got a minute? Give me a minute. Yep, here you go.
Great. I'll get this back to Mass for analysis. I'm not stupid. I know Zoe probably made you an offer. I appreciate that you didn't take it. And I'm really glad we got to work together on this.
Too, girl. What you doing later, girl? You wanna date a millionaire?
Sure. Looks like maybe someone thought they could hack into Galabank's system. In fact, looks like maybe they did. Still want to claim you had nothing to do with this, Zoe?
My dear, why in the world would I want to break the law? And Galbank, no less. I do quite enough business with them as it is.
All right. Well, I'll have some people look over this. Maybe they'll be in touch.
I very much doubt that.
See you around.
Yeah. I'm super rich in this game. All right. What do you think about that, Andrea?
Yes?
The kids are all off studying, and we've got the house to ourselves.
That is all?
This is
Very well.
going to be the best vacation.
I have 3 projects that are backburnered right now because no one has time to help me. 3!
We
That's
can
it?
order in,
I got like
watch our
1,000.
favorite shows, or just sit there in complete.
You don't.
All right, we got that done. What else we got? Let's see. How much did we actually get some XP? We got just a tiny bit of XP for that. Again, everybody, we're not going to go too long here. I should have tried to use my gravity powers. What you want to do, everybody, is save and then go around and use your powers on everybody. It's actually pretty funny. But they don't like it. They call in the guards, so look out. All right, let's see. That wasn't very much XP for that one, but we'll keep rocking. Man, I have the worst time trying to get to the missions part. All right, there we go. Talk to the bartender at the viewport. Talk to Sergeant Yumi. Offer to help Mitch Benjamin. I don't remember where these people are. I don't remember any of this. Should have a little synopsis of what you talked to him about. Yeah, let's go talk with Sam Coe. We'll talk to him in a minute. Where did I leave Sam at? I forget. Probably one of my outposts, I think. Yep. He's over here at the copper. Yeah, he's at my copper. I assigned him to my copper settlement.
Another planet without native life. All we need to concern ourselves with, then, is other visitors.
True that. He's just sitting there playing with the robots.
It's a rare thing to know that right here and now might just be the best days of your life.
True that.
The whole Terramorph situation, seriously, hats off to you. When I was growing up, everyone was afraid of Terramorphs. How they could seemingly strike anywhere at any time. The carnage, the destruction. The stuff you've done here could save so many lives.
Terramorph was a boogeyman for me growing up, too.
Eat your nutrient paste or the Terramorphs will get you. Were you ever told that? I know using the microbes to kill the Terramorphs may be controversial, but for what it's worth, I think you made the right call. 100%. We just can't take any chances with those damn Terramorphs.
I choose the microbes because we get the job done guaranteed. I think it's going to go off the rails.
Imagine. A generation from now, Terramorphs will just be a legend. In time, a fairy tale. The United Colonies. Hell, everyone and everywhere owes you big time. Even if they don't know it.
I'm awesome.
When the time's right, I'd appreciate a chat.
What you want to chat about, Sam? Let's chat. Actually, the lighting in here is real good.
Where to begin? That temple? The hell was that? I've been from one end of the settle systems to the other more times than I could count. But I've never, and I mean never, encountered something like that. Who built it? Why? So many questions.
I'm stunned at what we discovered. It's our job to make sense of it. I don't mind admitting I'm scared, both the experience and what it means. Do you think temple is the proof of sentient in life? I'm still stunned at what we discovered.
That's a good word for it. And what you can do? I am not a scientist, not in the least. But that ability, power, it's just plain scientifically impossible.
Possible or not, I can do it.
And there you have it. Well, forget about me. How are you? I mean, whatever happened, it could have deep physiological effects. I hope not mental. And even if everything's perfect, still, I can't imagine what's going through your head.
Man, why is the lighting so good all of a sudden? This is like the best lighting I've had in the game so far. Most of the lighting is just dark. I can't see them. They're, I can't even, because you're trying to connect with them, with the storyline. I'm so rattled, I don't know what's going on. Actually, I feel good, maybe too good. I have this powerful craving now for human brains. Brains! I should totally do that one. Actually, I feel good, maybe too good.
That's not disturbing. No, not at all. The other Constellation members are going to lose their minds once they hear about this. Assuming they even believe us.
True that, Samco. True that. It's just funny he's in here just hanging around with all the little robots. Oh, man. Oh, look, you look out the window, too. So cool. That's just hilarious. This is his job. He just sits there and fool around with those robots. Okay. You gotta have a sense of humor with these type of games, everybody. I always run into silly things like that. You know what? Let's just start from the bottom up. How about that? Or actually, no, let's talk with Barrett. Let's see what Barrett wants to say. I'm sure Barrett's on my ship. What, you in there playing with the robots too, girl? Liz, I love how powerful they are, that they don't need a spacesuit until they walk out there. Normally, you would have died. You died right there. You didn't have your spacesuit before the door opened up. All right. Let's go into the narwhal here, or the dragon as I've renamed it. Let's go check it out. Yeah, I have fun playing the game, everybody. I think it's enjoyable. Absolutely. There's some things that they definitely need to work on,
Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
This is true. Like going home. By the way, don't go up this ladder. Ladder sucks. Just jump up here and climb up. It's way faster.
Always a pleasure.
Hey, now the party can get started. Finally.
There we go. I love Barrett because he goes, Dusty! Great.
So, you gotta fill me in on what happened at the temple. What happened? What did you see?
It's unlike anything I've ever experienced. So strange. It was like old ruins. I'm not an archaeologist, so I don't know. It was a religious experience. It truly was a temple. You never found these things before, Barrett? Oh, great explorer.
I've seen a lot, but I'm just one person. There are more worlds out there than I could ever physically visit. Then what happened? I heard you did some stuff and then you changed.
It's still me. I'm just a little different now. The details don't matter. I got power. I'm awesome now. I did not change my perception of the universe. I did not change, but my perception of the universe did.
Uh-huh. Hold up a second. You encountered advanced technology that altered your biology in a way that results in what? Superpowers?
I've been calling it my power, but maybe it's more of a medical condition. I don't know. Jealous, right? I would be if I were you. Does it matter what we call them? Basically, yeah. Let's go with that one.
Maybe we can run some tests later. Anyway, thanks for filling me in on the temple and your power. I wonder if we can find any more traces of whoever built them. It just opens up a world of questions. It's so exciting.
I bet you Barrett could get the same power, because he's had the same vision as our character. So I bet if he had went with us, he could have got the same power. I don't know. I don't know. Who else I got to talk to? We got a lot of talking to do. I could talk to Sarah. We'll talk to her later. Go to Elos. I don't remember why I'm talking to all of these people. All right, let's talk to the bartender at the viewport. Gonna bounce around the universe a little bit here. Let's see what this talk about all these people. At the viewport. Oh, that's the New Atlantis thing. Oh, I don't think I redid that. I don't think I redid that quest that I did on the partial playthrough I did. Again, everybody, we're going to go for just a bit more now.
I have never quite been able to think of New Atlantis as home. Though I suppose I should.
This is true. Shortcut. I love going these non-standard ways where you're like running in the bushes and stuff. What up, girl?
Good to see you again. Can I get you something? Hey there, new guy.
What up?
Hope life is treating you well. Let me know if I can get you anything.
Talking to me or are you talking to somebody else? Who are you looking at? Business booming? Business seems to be booming for you.
Yep. Spaceport traffic keeps me pretty busy. But just between you and me, I've got something in the works that'll change everything. A new drink that'll make this place famous, galaxy-wide.
Well, I have to give this a
You
try.
will love it, I guarantee. Only, I can't make you one right now. Don't have the ingredients. I made a deal with a hauler to bring me some small samples of an ingredient I think will make all the difference. But it never showed up. Turns out the guy I hired was also hired by a few other folks. The kind of folks who ship less than legal cargo. Security got wind, and the whole lot was impounded. Now they're just sitting on it, taking their sweet time like they always do. It's killing me.
I got your back, girl. Sounds like sort of thing that one could drive one to drink. Can you consider, can you just order some more or whatever? You should talk to security, see if you can get what's yours. That one.
I submitted all the paperwork, believe me. It won't amount to anything, but I did it. And really, I'm not even certain this is what I need to finish the recipe. I think it is. I need to get my hands on that cargo.
Sounds like you need a helping hand.
I really do. It's gonna keep me awake nights if I don't try.
True.
Before we say anything else, I am in no way asking you to do anything that might violate any of the many, many laws in place here in New Atlantis or the larger United Colonies. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend could possibly find a way to get her important cargo out of the impound. And if, hypothetically, that were done in a less than 100% legal way, well, that might not be the worst thing in the world. You, with me on this?
This is a dubious request. I am not sure it is worth the risk.
I don't think it's something I can help you with. I'm in. Who do I need to kill? I'm here for you. I'll do whatever I can.
God, you have no idea what a relief this is. I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing and taking hostages or something. I just figure there has to be a way to get what I need.
No hostages? Well, there goes my idea. Do you have any information to go off of? What have you tried already?
Like I said, I submitted the usual security release forms. But because my cargo is tied up with a bunch of, again, totally unrelated illegal stuff, I don't expect the forms to matter. At all. I went and talked to an officer at the office, too. Yumi. Sergeant, maybe? He was polite, but unhelpful. I declined to suggest that as their new slogan. New Atlanta Security. Polite, but unhelpful. Truth in advertising, eh?
Do you have any information to go off of?
I know a few things, but not much. The cargo is being held down at the spaceport, not in the security office. Still, they use the same access cards. If you had one, it'd work. How or why you would have a UC security access card is none of my business, of course. I'm sure I'm better off not knowing. Beyond that, the ship decks over there might also be able to get in. I don't know any of them, or I'd be talking to them instead of you. No offense.
Don't worry, I'll figure something out.
I'm not worried. I'm annoyed. Wait, are you saying I should be worried? No, of course not. It'll be fine. Totally fine. I trust you.
How do I get what you need?
I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing and taking hostages or something. I just figure there has to be a way to get what I need.
Don't worry, I'll try to figure something out.
I'm not worried. I'm annoyed. Wait, are you saying I should be worried?
Okay. Exit.
Catch you later.
Catch you later.
Yes, what?
Let's see. Let's go into these missions. Mission, miscellaneous. Access the secure storage. Alright, yes, it is a dubious request. I feel like nearly every single request I've gotten in this game is dubious. Some of it's pretty sketchy. But I do remember doing this in my partial playthrough. Best way to get around, by the way, is usually your boost pack. Or just jumping. If you're just jumping, your stuff, see? I'm using my boost pack, my actual O2 is going back up again. And it's going to be a good time to save. Alright, now to use my power of persuasion, because I've got my persuasion all the way up to maximum. As well as I got commerce all the way up. And I can also use aid items that I might have to boost any. I don't think I have any with me. But there are aid items to boost your persuasion as well. Let's see if we can convince them just off the bat. What up, Evan?
Hey, this really isn't a good place for civilians to be hanging around. There's something I can help you with?
What do you mean? I'm not civilian. I'm UC. How does UC clear out the impound storage? Why is this area locked off? Persuade. You got some cargo that was impounded. I need access to it.
Yeah, I can't really just let you in there.
This would have been a good persuade question. I was working on my persuade. Okay, now he's got different options. We've got 1, 2, and 3. We have 3 chances of getting it. And what I'm going to do, I'll bust through if I have to. Don't make me use force. I'm not going to say that one. You can't just have anyone going through. I get it. Must be hard for you to say no all the time. Let's go with that one.
Thank you.
I got 3. And now all I got to do, I know you'd like to help me out if you could.
Yeah, I hope so. All right, look, don't tell anyone I did this for you. Could lose my job over it. If anyone asks, I had nothing to do with this. You got it?
God, his lighting's better too.
1 second.
Did
All
they
right,
finally
make it
take my
quick, will ya?
feedback and fix the lighting while I was gone? God, his lighting was better when I was talking to him too. Like they went in. Did they fix the lighting, chat? I feel like they totally fixed the lighting. Package for Nissa. Should I grab this other stuff? Yeah, might as well. Alright. You didn't see nothing. I'm out of here. What up, Vasco? Look at my cool ship. Oh. Broken leg coming up. Whee. Up. 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 I love climbing. Climbing's one of my favorites. Whoa, look at her. She's magic. She's got magical skills. Let's walk on top of the trees. Whee! Oh, Kismet just falling out of the sky out of nowhere. What's up, girl?
Hey there, new guy.
What up?
Good to see you again. Can I get you something?
No, I got you something. I have a present for you.
Oh, no way. You really got it?
Sure did.
I probably don't want to know what you did to get this, right? I mean, I want to know, but it's maybe better if I don't.
Don't worry, no one died getting this. I called in a favor. If you see ask questions, you and I never met. No one died getting this.
I certainly hope not. This is a huge deal to me, but it's not worth either of us murdering over.
True.
Well, look, I can assure this will all be worth it in the end. Matter of fact, I'm going to let you have the first ever sample. On top of that, you get free drinks. Not like unlimited free drinks, but you want a little pick-me-up now and then? I got you covered.
Oh!
I need some time to work on what comes next. But this was the difficult part, I think. Really? Thank you so much.
Hey, happy to help out. 4,300 credits! Whoa! And I got Supernova added. Alright.
See you around.
What's Supernova? Let's go find. I don't remember what all these things are. Let's see. Oh, and there's our persuasion chance. Plus 12% persuasion chance. Plus 20 O2 for 5 minutes. But we have minus 25 O2 recovery for 5 minutes. So yeah, well that's good. Persuasion. It's like foreshadowing. It was like a Kismet moment there. I was talking about the stuff you could use for persuasion, and she gave me the things that were for persuasion. There we go. All right, another person helped. On to the next quest. Oh god, it's going really slow. We might have to do some bigger quests. I hope they fix the Starsheet one so we can get that going. Locate you to talk to Sergeant Yumi. I forget why I was talking to Sergeant Yumi. I don't know. Let's go find out. Oh, what up?
After that business with the Terramorph, it's good to get back to small crimes and petty thieves.
True that.
Oh, Captain. It's good to see you again, under much calmer circumstances.
God, the lighting is like
wouldn't be here
1,000
about
times
the job,
better.
would you? Might not be worth your time, considering your rank.
Oh, I think this is because I boosted the brightness. That's what it was. Oh, they came out with a brightness slider. I think we did that last time and the time before that. Man, see, the lighting is so much better because most of the time they're in the dark. I can't even see them. Even when I'm talking to them, even when I have my light on, I can't see their faces. That's what I did. I changed the brightness level so that you could actually see them when we're talking to them. Let's see. Sure I am. I saw the sign outside. I don't remember what he said. A job. Tell me about it.
Part-time security officer. The position's very flexible. You can basically work whenever you're available. No pressure. We've had some gaps in the schedule lately. Macy's out on maternity leave. Jose's on loan to Sidonia. When it rains, it pours type of situation. So really, we just need someone to fill the void. Interested?
It's kind of job beneath someone of my rank. I'm interested.
All right, Captain. Just keep in mind, this isn't going to involve your usual level of excitement. No mind-altering terramorphs and explosions in the spaceport. Just simple, good old-fashioned police work. Your first assignment couldn't be easier. Go to mast, and check in with Agent Plato at Aegis.
Plato.
There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. He'll fill you in on the details.
All right, 250 things, okay. Has there been any fallout from the Terramorph attack?
The whole department is in the process of recovering, myself included. If I'm being honest, I still have nightmares of my team turning on one another. Things can be replaced and wounds can be healed, but building back that trust in each other is going to take time. Luckily, we've built a good culture here, and we hired some new recruits who were inspired by what you did. I've got faith we'll survive this.
Facial animation's better, too. Why am I bringing this package here and not Aegis?
Well, just because you're bringing it here doesn't mean that's where it'll end up. As for why, you can ask Aegis. As far as I'm concerned, it's none of my business.
You mentioned Aegis. Who are they?
Aegis? They're basically UC intelligence. They help identify threats to New Atlantis before they become problems. While we're separate departments, there are times we need to rely on each other, so it's important to keep a good working relationship. We do Agent Plato this favor, and maybe he'll toss us some intel when an investigation stalled. Tit for tat. You know how it works.
I do not know. What's MAST?
You know, MAST. The Military, Administrative, and Scientific Triumvirate. Giant building in the center of the city?
Yeah, I've been there.
Headquarters of the entire United Colonies?
Just testing you.
I really should have given you a more thorough interview.
That's a good one.
See you later.
See ya. All right. More questing. All right. What's our mission here? Keeping the peace. Due to staffing issues. Speak to Agent Plato. I love side quests like this, but I could just run through the main quest. I don't like doing that. I like doing side quests and really getting into it.
Puts on a wonderful
cool
show
robot.
of security, does it not?
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Uni was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
Oh, got even more work. Well, bro, I'm still doing the first one you gave me. I gotta speak to Agent Plato first. I'll come back. All right, let's run across town. Man, the whole entire game looks way better when I cranked up the brightness. Again, what I did is I think they put it in display. Yeah, the brightness scale, I have like 3 times the amount it was. Because it was just like in absolute darkness most of the time. You're going from these interior locations to exterior, and it'd be like night and day kind of thing, but it's really, you're standing outside, like you'd be standing on something like this, and then all of a sudden it get real dark, and then you would go out here, and then it would be light. It's very, very, very strange, the lighting transition that was going on there. Here we go. If this was a simulation game, you would get in a tram and ride it all the way there. But in this game, this is an RPG game, everybody. They're not doing like a simulation. They're playing a game. See, like that. Look at that. It's that transition from that kind of brightness interior. It's just like a real weird transition where it's like super bright in the interior, and you look out there and it's a certain amount. And then you start walking out there and it has like a real dark transition. I don't know. I feel like they could have done that a bit better. I don't know. Zone trans... Wait a minute, they're down there. Wow. Where are we going? Oh, we're going right into the thing from here. I forgot we could go up here in the UC colonies thing. God, it's so cool. It's really cool how much they built this out, everybody. It's really, really cool. Just giant What up, everybody? Don't mind me, just some random guy coming in, seeing what you guys are doing. Yeah. Magazines in here. I think I came. What are they doing with Mr. Willoughby? Don't hurt Willoughby. You're shooting at Mr. Willoughby there. Man, I don't really remember. I came in here and looted all of this.
You made a wise choice, Captain. This microbe is the clearest way to a Terramorph-free galaxy.
God, I hope you don't screw it up. I melted something. Please don't screw it up.
I'll take test tubes over laser guns any day of the week. Thank you very much.
Well, and then you have a whole bunch of laser guns. Again, everybody, I'm always just looking for magazines, not necessarily looking for all this other stuff. But it might give you a boost to some stat. That's going to be super useful. Okay. Not where I need to go. Going in here. Man, I don't remember coming in here. Magazine. Take our time. Protein bars.
Yes?
See any magazines around here that I might need to utilize?
Hmm.
All right. Okay, well. Who's this guy?
Hey.
Functionary. Mass functionary.
The security of the United Colonies is every citizen's responsibility, but we try and do the bulk of the work.
This guy looks familiar. He looks like another guy from another planet. Like the vendor guy.
I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to discuss the details of my division's work.
I was asked by UC Security to pick something up. Which ages?
We're the intelligence arm of the United Colonies. Think of it this way. UC Security responds to threats. It's Aegis's job to anticipate and prevent them.
Your name is Plato?
No. My parents would never have been so presumptuous. Every agent who joins Aegis gets to choose a pseudonym, pending approval, of course. I chose this for myself when I signed on. I have, of course, since learned that I am not nearly as smart as I thought I was as a younger man. I suppose none of us are.
He's not wrong. What can you tell me about Age? What is it you do here?
I'm the acting head of Aegis, the intelligence division here in Mast. I oversee all our active projects and agents in the field, and I'm afraid that's about as much detail as I can give you. Not even someone with your list of accomplishments can receive the proper clearance to know more. Nothing personal.
What can you tell me about it?
All you really need to know is that we're here to serve and we're the good guys. Our main priority is the safety and security of the citizens and assets of the United Colonies, wherever they may be. We keep an eye on, well, everything.
Okay. How many agents do you have working for you? So you're spies. Any agency that feels the need to point out that they're the good guys usually aren't. Must be hard not being able to talk about it much.
You get used to it after a while. And it makes the occasions where you can all the more meaningful.
True. I was asked to pick something up.
They've got you doing grunt work, Captain. Hardly the reward I'd expect for saving the city from a Terramorph attack.
No job is too small for me. I really need the credits. I don't need the credits. I'm the richest man in town. Pretty much. Sergeant Yumi needed help, so I volunteered.
Admirable. I bet qualities like that are precisely why you've moved so quickly up the ranks. But I'm sure stopping a Terramorph invasion didn't hurt your case. In any case, let me fill you in. We have a dead drop that we think has been compromised. So I'd like someone from UC Security to handle the pickup instead. Take the package back to Sergeant Yumi, and he'll check it in as evidence before it gets routed back to Aegis.
Why meet with me personally? What do you mean the location's been compromised? I'll get back with you. Why meet with me personally?
Well, I told the sergeant that anyone hired for this job should get my stamp of approval first. Nothing personal. It's just this sort of work isn't part of your normal detail. Of course, you're the last person I expected to be walking into my office, Captain. Suffice it to say, you're qualified.
Yeah, I would think so. What do you mean the location's been compromised?
We think non-UC affiliated groups have their eye on it and are using it to identify field agents. Normally, we just burn the location, but we didn't get this intel until after the drop. So we're going to need non-Aegis personnel to do the pickup to cover our tracks.
Got it. Just tell me where to pick up.
Take the Nat to the spaceport. There should be a Galbank ATM right next to the station. The package is taped under one of the benches. Grab it and deliver it to Sergeant Yumi and the job's done.
What's in the package?
Just the usual reports from agents in the field on persons of interest. Right now, the information isn't as important as who we're tracking.
I'm on it.
Good luck with the mission.
Hey, I'm here to serve. Let's do it. Let's go. Oh, here we go. Unforgiven. Coming in with 21 months of sub love. Show them some love in the chat, everybody. Getting back on the Nat.
Just say it. I don't want any of this passive-aggressive crap.
Yeah, stop being passive-aggressive, lady. Show them some love in the chat, everybody. Appreciate all the support, everybody. Coming in, showing some love tonight. Hope you're enjoying the stream. I'm having a good time. Again, oh man, we're already over time too. Again, not going too long today because I don't want to. Oh yeah, look at that. Wonder if that's been there the whole time. See, now in another playthrough, that would make me want to come over here and see if that's been there the whole time. Deliver the package to Sergeant Yumi. He could have literally walked out of here and grabbed it. Nice, Unforgiven.
How's the investigation going? Still have questions? Go ahead and ask. Good work, Captain. Suffice to say, you were overqualified for this job, but given our staffing problems, I'm still glad you showed up. That being said, my luck seems to be turning around. We've gotten a lot of new personnel as of late, not just you. Who knew all I had to do was put up a sign?
Glad it worked out. Whatever just gives me credits. I wouldn't make a habit of recruiting people off the street.
Well, I have you now, so I probably won't hire another person for a while. Anyway, here's your payment. And if I have any more work for you, I'll let you know.
Ooh, another Ford 300. All right, give me that XP. A little tiny bit more XP there. All right, many more activities and things to be done. That's for sure. Again, see all these other things.
Industrialist? Is that a fancy name for corporate asshole?
He's not wrong. Again, your thing that you choose interacts with the rest of the game, which is cool. I don't know why I'm running back to my ship. I just feel like it. Let's see. Did we clear this? Oh, that's the still.
I can help you with?
Nah, I'm good. God, look how beautiful that is. I'm so glad they added that brightness thing, everybody. It looks so much better. Instead of everything being like you're in a constant, in a dark closet. All right, let's save it there, everybody. We're just going to go ahead and peace out of here. Let's go to the Kismet Love Train and head on out. All right, gonna rest up and do it all over again tomorrow. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and show some love in the chat for all my awesome patrons right down there. And thanks to all the peeps who are going to scroll up over here. And again, this is what I call piecing out, everybody, where we don't actually raid someone. I just piece out. Go rest, come back, do it all over again. We'll go a bit longer tomorrow in 76 as well as in Starfield. But again, now I'm getting back into it, trying to get back into my normal schedule because I switched to the daytime because I spend time with the family. So now I just got to switch back to my normal schedule, hang out with you guys a bit later tomorrow. So that's going to be it for me. Let me go ahead and shower you guys with a bunch of kiss caps. There you go. For hanging out all the way to the end of the stream. And again, that's it for me. I don't think I have any of my other things did not get fixed. Yeah, you can follow that support, though. Show some love to the stream. Oh, I pushed the wrong one. Let me press this one. There we go. And you can go ahead and show some love to the stream by following those links right there in the chat. Go over there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button on all my various social media. The more you guys do that, the more cool stuff I get to do here on stream. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, I'll be back tomorrow during the day at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then back again for another stream at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as well. So thanks for being here, everybody, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
Hi, this is Noru. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button.